Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scrampunks episode 89. We have a lot of things to talk about. As an Xbox guy, I'm seeing a lot of my Xbox brothers losing their mind. Some guys are just fed up. They say they're tired of this shit. So we're going to talk about that. But first off, let me see how this panel is doing tonight. M2K, what's up with you, bro?
Nothing, man. Like you said, everybody out here like Twisted Sister. We're not gonna take it. They're mad as hell, so
Yeah, man.
Funny
They mad, man.
They mad. We'll definitely.
Oh man, some people are more mad than others.
Yeah.
Oh
man, they're so mad. Oh my god. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. Devin, what's up with you, man?
I'm just hanging out, man. Just getting ready to talk about this stuff, man. Playing games and all that, Same old, same old.
Yeah. Sound good. Snow Bunny, what's up, baby?
Nothing much. Just working.
Working. Okay.
Yeah.
Tsunami. Hey, bro, what's up with you, man? You good, man?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm like,
okay, yeah. I gotta ask you.
They've been losing their minds.
I gotta ask you. Are you having a meltdown? So
you heard me the other day.
Well, Monday.
You heard me the other day.
That happened yet, though.
Was that after?
Yeah, it was after WBZ. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you haven't talked to me.
Yeah, so we'll talk about it.
I'm straight.
We'll talk about it. Project Storm, what's going on with you, brother?
Not much, man. Making a lot of moves. I'm just out here trying to get my Madden skills back up, man, so I can get on this annual top 100 grind and some other behind the scenes stuff that I'm working on, man. But other than that, man, I'm ready to get this thing started so we can talk about what's going down out here.
Yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about today. What's up to the people in the chat? Anthony Chipmunk, boy Artemis, Mr. Glass, who else? 22, Fugly, our boy Johanzo, Phantom Kraken. Who else? Raphael Wilson. What the hell? Raphael V. Wilson, Ballin' Harder, Iron Mike. What's up, everybody? Cali Rex, I see the real Kalito. What's up, bro? You say you can't wait for the slander. It is well deserved, though. Is it well deserved? We will talk about that now, actually. Listen, y'all, let's go ahead and talk about this whole Halo Infinite being delayed. Now, I know people want to hear my take. I did a video about it yesterday. It did catch me by surprise. I wasn't expecting it. Well, it's not a surprise, but it caught me by surprise. If you guys catch my drift. So at the end of the day, I'm like, yeah, okay, it is what it is. I mean, I can't say I'm mad about it.
It is what it is.
It is what I can't say I'm mad about it. I'm happy that they're, just make sure the game is right. Hopefully they get it right. But it is what it is. I'm not mad, but maybe I'm a little disappointed because that was Xbox's big game at the launch of the Xbox Series X, and of course, so they don't have that big killer app launching with the Xbox Series X, which of course is a big disappointment. But it is what it is. Let me get the super chat right quick for my boy Artemis. Oh, press the wrong button.
Artemis with the $5. Thank you for the $5. Wanted to stop by and pay my respects to Stadia. Let's remember the good times. Rest in hell.
Jesus.
Hey man, that's what do they call that storm? Deflection, when you know what I'm saying, you feel something way about yourself and then you deflect it on somebody else. But I feel you, Artemis.
That's what you're doing. You're on Twitter every day.
Way to start it off, man.
Hey, that's a great super chat, Artemis. But I think Rand put it the perfect way. Halo Infinite being delayed is great for Halo, may be bad for the Xbox Series X at the launch, of course. But I think we will forget about it once we get the Xbox Series X. I mean, there's still going to be games to play, maybe not Halo, but we'll still have things to play. So, of course, I'm going to go to the panel. Mark Woodland is in the chat. Hey, man, ain't it your bedtime, brother?
Hey, Mark.
Ain't it your bedtime? But I want to say this. Some Xbox guys, they're kind of well, not many. There's a lot of Xbox guys that feel like I feel. Okay, it is what it is. We're disappointed, but 343 get the game right. I did a video last week when I was talking about how the COVID has affected everything, and sometimes people act like it's not real. Like I was listening to a Z show. It was maybe last week, and I heard Sean mention something about COVID, and it's like everybody's like, no, I don't want to hear that shit. I was like, y'all acting like that shit ain't real. And even Rand said, you guys know Rand kind of knows things. He said when they shut down, with 343 shut down, everybody went home. They took their computers home, but that studio was so massive, and they, like he said, development just stopped for Halo Infinite. It just freaking stopped. And that's why they tried to hire some more teams to get it done. And obviously it didn't work. So let's not act like COVID isn't real. I'm not using that as an excuse, but at the same time, let's stop acting like it's not real. I mean, there's been plenty of games that has been delayed because of COVID, maybe not into next year, and maybe not as big of a game as Halo Infinite. But, we've seen movies stop production in the middle, like Avatar movies, they stop production in the middle. So let's talk about it. Moss, what's your thoughts about it, man?
Who did you say said that? Rand said it was good for Halo and bad for the X. I agree with that. I want to look at it from a perspective outside, again, the Xbox echo chamber, because the thought is that Xbox is going to make money. I don't think Xbox is going anywhere. But the argument is, will Xbox ever get a better perception with the gaming community? Will it get more fanfare? Will it get more mind share? And the two things that it got to overcome, well, the thing that it has to overcome is that the thought is that Xbox under Phil Spencer doesn't produce quality titles. They may produce titles that make money, but they don't produce those quality AAA titles, or they don't sponsor them like how they used to make the BioShocks and the Mass Effects. That's the general consensus outside of the Xbox echo chamber. Inside, people may love it, love the controls, love Game Pass, love all that stuff, but the consensus outside is that Game Pass might be a deal, but I'm curious to watch and see if Xbox will be about quote unquote quality again. That's their perception, whether it's right or wrong. So I think the problem is that the reason why Xbox can't shake this perception is for two main reasons. Reason number one is they're too focused on Amazon and Google. They're too focused on this cloud shit. I say that because coming out right now and announcing that Amazon and Google are your competitors, when Amazon and Google are going to be like sole cloud platforms, and cloud platforms right now are niche, and you're talking to somebody that is a fan of cloud gaming. I love it. I love what Stadia presents, but right now Stadia is not a premier platform. It doesn't have the games. If it don't have the games, it's not a premier platform. It can't be on the big stage. You got to deal with the devil in front of you. It is the PlayStation. All of your focus should be on PlayStation. We shouldn't even be talking about xCloud going retail. We shouldn't be spending too much budget on trying to market it right now. Even though I like the commercial, it's not worth the effort. Everything, it should be all laser focused on the Xbox Series X, the Series S, and how can I retain or grab mind share from PlayStation. So that's problem number one. And I think problem number two, people ain't gonna like this, but it's the community. Like people like I split the community in two buckets. There's people like Dirt that may not be upset by a lot of these things, and then there's the people that come in at the 12th hour that are upset. A lot of the stuff that is unraveling right now, if you were looking at it, you could predict it from 2018. So if you're upset about it now, you had on blinders. Like, I don't get why people are upset at the 12th hour. If you're upset, then stop giving Phil Spencer a pass and stop making excuses. Don't worry about the ponies. Fuck the ponies. They got what they want. If you want more, then you got to hold Phil's feet to the fire. Now, it's great that Avowed's coming out. It's great that all these titles are coming to Game Pass. But at the end of the day, what are you getting now? And if you're upset about Halo, then go to Phil and say, look, man, put some money on the table. Get a big second party IP, get something in Game Pass for 30 days. You know what I'm saying? A big AAA, do something for us now. We've been hearing what you're going to give to us down the road for a long time. We want something now. When you guys start putting that type of pressure on them, then you won't have nothing to complain about. But for those of you that are upset all of a sudden at the 12th hour, I just don't understand. The writing was on the wall. That's my feeling. I feel that Xbox is going to be around. It's going to make some money. I'm not doubting that. But I just feel that there are some things as far as public perception that they could do better. And for the people that are upset within the Xbox camp, you got to speak up now or forever hold your peace. Period.
Hey, Moss, I think you said something that I'm gonna have to agree with you on. The perception currently is the Xbox can do high quality exclusive first party games, and that's true. I mean, Gears is good, but I mean, besides Gears, Halo and Forza, but like we all know the saying, and Halo being delayed kind of hurts a little bit because we were really waiting for that game to, be that game for us to play when the Xbox Series X dropped. Now, but after it's showing at the Xbox Game Showcase, a lot of people, that shit needs to be delayed. That shit looks trash. And they delayed it, right? So, of course, some of those same people are making fun of it to say that the game needs to be delayed. But now that it's delayed, Xbox is dog shit. But we'll get to that another time. Now, like guys like Mark Wood and Dirt, I'm starting to feel sorry for you guys. Why? Don't feel sorry for me. Because that's fucking video games. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel sorry for me because I'm an Xbox fan? Don't. It's okay. So, like at the end of the day, man, they delayed the game. Games get delayed. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. Games get delayed, right? I mean, Last of Us 2 got delayed 3 times this year. Games get delayed, man.
Cyberpunk got delayed, and they still not dropping the next gen version until later.
Yeah, so games get delayed, and like I said, man, it is what it is. I just want them to get this game right. I don't want another Crackdown 3. They take all this time, and the game still, like the multiplayer still wasn't that great. I just want them to get the game right. Now, the gameplay looked good. You know what I'm saying? In that little show last month, like the gameplay looked great, but we should have known something was up when they said they wasn't going to have ray tracing at launch. You know what I'm saying? We should have known something was up. And even Phil said, "Hey, Sue, didn't Phil said that interview with Ryan McCaffrey? Like he said, the hardware should be there, should release on time, but the software, we're hoping we can get everything together." So
yeah, he said. When they asked him about delays in COVID, he said the hardware, everything's a go. Software, not so much. So, he said he would not delay hardware based on software, meaning he would not delay the Series X.
He said
if Halo wasn't ready, he would delay Halo and still launch the X. He said this months ago. So this has still been in their mind as far as can we make it. But if not, we will delay it. If not, so it's not necessarily a surprise because he already referred to it. But the only thing he guaranteed was going to be the Series X was coming out this year.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let me get the super chat from ATL. Yeah. ATL say, would you rather spend? Would you rather Phil spend money on $1 billion on exclusives or a much cheaper console?
I got a short answer for that. I don't. As much as we clap like a baby still at the cheaper console, I remember me and Neethles was doing that. I was thinking about this earlier. This is kind of brings me back to 2018 with the Xbox One X release and the S. It's great to have a cheaper console. 2017, but you got to have you do got to have impactful software to go with it. Not a lot. Mm-hmm. But you got to have the impactful software. So I'm going with the games. I would rather, for instance, if Game Pass is going to be your model, then I'd rather you drop, not $1 billion, but I'd rather you drop a whole bunch of money to get Cyberpunk 2077 and Game Pass for 30 days straight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be big.
Something big to bring people to the system. Do something like that. So we learned from the Xbox One X release. Hardware alone is not going to do it. We need comparable software to make a difference.
Yeah. And I know Moss likes to give Sony the pass because they're the market leader and they have the mind share, but they're in the same boat. They don't have much software at launch either. So it's like,
well, I think what I think the biggest shock, to me, and this is when I read somebody on Twitter said it and I realized it, that this is the first console being launched with no exclusive first party for their platform.
Yeah. That's true.
That's the shocking part.
Yes, and no. As far as console, they have some stuff in the PC coming over that's going to be exclusive at launch. But as far as like
no, but I'm not talking about a port from like a PC. I'm talking about a game that's launching straight for the console that's first party.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, yeah, they don't have one.
Can we do this? And I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna shut up for a while. I promise. Xbox is great for Microsoft's bottom line that they're seeing success on PC, but y'all ain't PC gamers. Y'all are console gamers. Mm-hmm. Stop flocking to what's going on PC to legitimize what's going on console. Half of the shit that happens on PC, y'all don't like it on console. Y'all don't give a shit. Hold on. The Age of Empires. Who cares if the Age of Empires? Let me finish. Let me finish.
Like based on the platform.
Let me finish. I'm almost done. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna shut up. Just let me finish. It's like when Xbox gamers say, "Who cares that Age of Empires ain't coming day and date to the console?" Because we don't care about that. That's that PC shit. So don't get yourselves murked up in the whole PC waters and all that other stuff. It's all about what is being presented to the console gamer. Now I shut up. Go ahead.
So just because it's on PC doesn't mean it's not going to be a good game on console. I'm looking forward to Gears Tactics. I'm looking forward to Crossfire X. Like are games.
But do you realize what you're saying, Sue? Xbox has basically done what they set out to do in 2013, and that's make a console gamer happy for PC games. They're turning you into a
Hold on. But why
turning
does it matter if people enjoying the games?
They're turning you into a PC gamer because basically what they're going to do eventually it's going to be just Game Pass. They're not going to make a console for you to come out and play on. So anybody who was strictly a console player,
how do you know that?
No.
How do you know that?
Nintendo made console gamers mobile gamers.
No, a lot of the console gamers don't play the mobile games.
No, mobile meaning the Switch. The Switch is not a dedicated.
The Switch mobile is classified for mobile. You're talking about
it's a weaker system, so that it can be mobile.
No, mobile classifies when you can connect to a fucking phone line.
No,
a game is a game, man.
Yeah.
No, because if you look, the proof is in the pudding. That's why I wish people would be embedded in the facts that's right in front of us. If you go to the most popular or most played games on PC for Xbox and go to the most popular and played games for Windows PC, it looks completely different when it comes to games like Grounded.
I agree. I agree that PC gamers and console gamers.
That's why I'm saying there's different. What I'm saying is deny that. We can't deny that there's different tastes for each system. You may like both, but you're not. We're talking about reaching outside the Xbox side.
That's what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is you're trying to say that because it's a PC style game, it's not good for console. A good game is a good game. Yes,
I didn't know. I said
we're getting more PC style
stop looking solely at PC and using that as a barometer for console. You just can't do that. You use console as a barometer for console.
Why?
Who gives a shit if something is on the top 10 on PC? If it's in the bottom 1,000 on console gamers don't like that stuff. That's what I'm saying.
No. I understand that there are different people I understand that PC players like different types of games, but that doesn't mean that console gamers can't like PC games also. You try to
repackage for them, buddy. That's not what I said.
I could have swore every time every time a game comes out on Xbox, what do everybody say? Oh, I can just play that game on PC.
Not everybody. I'm not everybody. I'm trying to have a clear-cut discussion about.
I need Xbox. I can just play that game on PC. So are they making PC gamers into console gamers too, and vice versa? What are we doing here?
I mean, well, you got to remember, a lot of PC gamers will not go back to console also. The point I was making was you're sitting here, you used to back in 2013 when they started talking about all this DMR shit and everything, everybody fought that shit on Xbox side. Now it's like, okay, all this shit is happening and y'all are accepting this shit. Okay, basically.
DMR? What are we talking about, Bunny? Everybody has
DRM.
You know what she's
DRM.
Stop
DRM.
playing semantics. You don't get no
Okay,
what I'm saying,
my point is
everybody has it.
Yeah, everybody has it, but what I'm saying is
well, 7 years is also a long time. Things change.
Yes, things change, but the thing is Xbox. Let me tell you something. Microsoft would love to get rid of Xbox if they could put everybody to playing on their Windows PC. They could.
I don't agree with that. I think they want anybody that's willing to be a customer of theirs. If they can have it on a phone, a PlayStation, a Nintendo, a Xbox, a PC, they want it on everything. So they're doing everything they can to put it on anything. As far as getting out of the console business, no. They still want to have console because
if they could do it without pushing hardware,
they still get a percentage of every third-party game sold too. They still get a cut of microtransactions.
If
they still want to have their own console for those things.
If they could do it without, because of the R&D and shit, because of the console, they would do it. And that's not a horrible thing because Sony tried to do it last gen. It's just that now Microsoft is trying to aggressively push away from that, but they just can't do it.
So how much do you think R&D costs?
Research and develop. I mean, they lose at least $50 on each console.
I mean, well, the thing is wasn't a couple podcasts ago when I was saying they should have killed fucking the Xbox One and just went straight to the Series X? Weren't you saying that they had invested all this money in R&D, and now you're saying that?
I never said that. You're
out there. We get the first 30 minutes.
I did not say nothing about no goddamn research and development.
Yes, you did. You said they put all this R&D. You said they put all this R&D into creating the Xbox One X. They couldn't just abandon it because it would have been losing money.
I never said shit like that. I never said shit like that.
We're going to have to put everybody.
Pull a record.
Let me get a super chat right quick, man. Victor Alistine with the $2. A gamer is a gamer, PC or console. I agree with you there.
Me too.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing. A gamer is a gamer, but the thing is you were the one talking about R&D back here some months ago.
No, I wasn't. No, I was not. Pull the tapes. I've never said nothing about R&D.
So we'll have it ready for next episode.
If I ever mentioned it, it was more.
No.
No. If I ever mentioned something about them sticking around, it was based on the customers, not based on how much R&D.
Hey, yo, we're going to go digging in the crates.
Hey, I'm noticing like Mark Willen seem extremely fucking happy about this shit. Some of these guys seem extremely happy. Okay, I get the console war and everything, but I'm really noticing that like some of these ponies are happy about this shit.
About
guys
what?
tagging me like, "What you gonna do about it, Dirt? What you gonna do? Ask Batter, demand Batter, Dirt."
Oh yeah, they
man.
You know what I find funny too? I find funny too that they want to project how I should feel about a situation based on their sentiments or based on them saying, "Oh, you should do this, or you should be mad, or you should ask for better, or you should want console games." Like, nigga, I'll play the but I play what I like. You know,
don't tell me how to feel.
Yeah, if I feel some kind of way, I'm gonna say it. But like legit, I'm not bothered by this at all. Like games get delayed all the time. Second of all, we're in COVID. Third of all, my favorite games aren't even first party on any system. So like this is not gonna bother me. My favorite games are third party, and the Xbox Series X is still coming out. Now I would disappoint if that was delayed, but it's not. So therefore, I am not affected.
Yeah, I totally agree. If you're not upset about it, then don't be upset about it. And can't nobody tell you you should be upset about it. That's why I said you got to put the Xbox gamer in different buckets. With that being said, too, we got to keep the same energy for the people that are upset. I mean, I'm curious on why they're upset now, why they couldn't see this years ago.
Me looking at the landscape, it's very. I'm saying more people glad that it got delayed and slightly disappointed, but they're glad it got delayed because they said it didn't look right. This is not what I wanted. So they're glad it got delayed, but they're disappointed they don't get to play it. The only people I see that's mad about it is people like Kid Smooth. But like like
he get mad
Xbox
about
guys,
everything though.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's
Well,
shot value or if he's just
I don't
sensitive
think that's an
about certain
accurate
things.
perception. I say it's 50-50. I think it's 50. Like people are like
looking on Twitter, I don't see that many.
The only
people.
person I literally saw mad on the only Xbox guy I saw pissed off about it was Kid Smooth.
No, I've seen way more. I'm not going to name them. We'll talk about it after. I won't put nobody in front.
I've seen people disappointed. I've seen people in the point of where they're disappointed it happened, but they're happy that it happened because they understand it couldn't release like that.
Yeah, that's
they're also saying
that's like Mo. Neff.
But they're also saying that the Series X, they're going to release it dead in the water if they release it without something.
Yeah, I've seen 50-50. Some people have surprised me, but I think at the end of the day, what can you do about it except for say, okay, well, now that we're not getting Halo, like Phil, what are you like grinding the pavement for now? But no, I've seen people upset like fuck Xbox. I'm like, whoa, people that used to battle me and call me the slime of the earth and shit like that. But I ain't gonna name nobody's names.
It's just temporary. Hold on. It's just temporary because how many opponents are saying fuck PlayStation when they put what was the name of the fucking game? Horizon Zero Dawn on PC. It was so many guys say F PlayStation, F this, F that, whatever. Let me read.
Yeah, people get triggered easily and they be emotions
because I notice too many people care about what other people think. Like too many people care about like Pony's reaction to them or how I don't want to be labeled a fanboy. Yeah, how they're perceived. I don't want to be labeled a fanboy, so I'm going to act like I'm upset about it. Fuck that. You are who you are. Be who you are. It's a bunch of fucking cowards out here, man.
Yeah.
Now, if you're genuinely upset, okay, you're upset. Mm-hmm. But if you're just fake upset because you don't want ponies to call you a fanboy, toughen up, grow some balls, man.
Like look at the biggest Halo fanboy in our community, Neff. Neff was happy because he wanted a better game out of it. Yeah. He has a whole Halo channel. He said, if anything, this gives me more chance for my channel to grow. Like he is not mad that the game is getting delayed.
Yeah. Let me get to the
The message is, I think the legitimate message is if you're not upset, don't be upset. But I don't want us to contradict ourselves and say, don't worry about what other people are saying. But look at Neff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to pick on
No. Wait a minute. I was making a reference towards me looking at the community. I don't see as many people upset as are happy that it got delayed.
Yeah, I think the message is that if you're upset, then you got to speak up, or you really something.
Let me say this, Moss. If you're upset, you're upset. There's no problem with that. My point is, there's a lot of people in this community don't want to be labeled a fanboy. They don't want to be labeled a blind fanboy. So sometimes they fake upset, like, oh yeah, fuck Xbox, it's a bunch of bullshit to me. Like I said, if you're genuinely upset, you're upset. But I'm just saying, man, I see it all the time. Let me read the super chat.
I got it because it's basically okay. So Harry B was saying with the $5 Snow Bunny, every console maker would love to stop making consoles if they can get you into the ecosystem. Microsoft has been trying to get back into PC gaming. That's the point I was making.
Yeah.
They've been trying from 2013 to get back into PC gaming consoles. That's the point I was making. And back then, when they started trying to do it in 2013, everybody balked them.
I'll say 2014, 2015, when they gave up the battle for the living room.
Not even that. When they announced that shit, when they announced the Xbox One X, the Xbox One in that 2013 show, me and my roommate, we were sitting on the couch watching that shit. We looked at each other and he was like, "Oh, they're trying to turn Xbox gamers into PC gamers."
Wait, from 2013? What from 2013 shows you that?
It was the E3 when they revealed the Xbox One.
If anything,
we talking about PC. It was a DRM.
Living room stuff.
Yeah. DRM. Okay, so DRM and PC. When you buy a game, you put a code in, and this was like back in the day when you had a physical game. You would load your game onto your computer. You would put that code in, and that game was never going to be able to be used again. Okay, that's what DRM is. That's the reason they were like, you can't take your Xbox physical game, and they were trying to make it so that you could not buy used games or share your physical games.
I get why people don't like that, but I don't think that's a PC thing. I think that's just more so them wanting to become more digital because they get more money off of digital.
Yeah, because that's what happens with PC games. They become digital.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, but like that's the industry, is going towards. Movies are going towards this. Music is going towards this.
But so back in 2013, but back in
I don't think it was.
But in 2013,
the first time they went PC was when they said play anywhere.
That was 2016. That was 2016.
Okay, y'all. Okay, I'm not even going to argue on the point.
I don't understand what you're saying because they wasn't really talking about PC in 2013.
Bunny, I'll give you this.
Because
wait, Bunny, you couldn't even get Halo 5 on PC.
They were trying to move the practices to what PC was doing with their gamers. If you can't understand that fact,
I understand what you're saying.
I understand what you're trying to say.
But they started that. Started that in 2013 when they got up here and said, "How do you think?" But how do you think PlayStation came through and was like, "Oh, this is how you can share your games"?
But that's not PC. That's not being PC.
So you're saying
back in the day, that's how PC games were.
In music and movies started that first.
PC games started that shit first. That's how World of fucking Warcraft was back in the day.
Bruh. You're doing that because you play PC. Nobody's thinking about the PC when they talk about DRM. They were concerned about digital and not having a physical game.
Hey, Dirk, can we get to the topics, man?
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna leave you
with
that.
But you're saying, hold on. But you're saying that's what they're focus was. That's what they were trying to do, right? That's how you feel. That's what they were trying to do. But Microsoft
but none of their games were on
PC.
That. None of their games were on PC until halfway through the gen.
That's what we.
Yeah, that's because everybody. But you're focused on the PC aspect and the gaming aspect, but you're not focused on the ownership aspect.
I understand the ownership aspect. I'm just saying that has nothing to do with
not because you're fucking saying that DRM. You're up here saying that DRM has nothing to do with PC fucking gaming.
It doesn't.
It's lit.
PC gamers use it.
Okay, now I get it. Hold on, let me diffuse. Everybody go back to their corner. Everybody know, hey buddy, I know Tsunami, he gets your blood pressure up. No, but I get it now. When Bunny was talking about they were making it like PC, I don't think she was referring to necessarily the PC ecosystem. She just meant practices. But when we hear it, we think of PC ecosystem. The whole PC ecosystem thing.
She literally just said they're trying to make us PC gamers.
She listen.
2014, 2015, but she meant like PC like practices. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, nigga, stop trying to don't try to cover up, nigga.
Did I get that right, Johnny?
Yeah, you tried it, Moss. Okay, so nobody was trying to talk about PC practices, right? So me and Tsunami was saying no, because that's not what their goal was in 2013. Now, if you want to slide a little bit to 2016. Their goal was trying to have you in the living room. That wasn't the PC thing. Now I see what she's saying, but what I'm saying is that wasn't their focus in 2013. Just because they were doing
their focus wasn't that, but they had to start it somewhere. If they got you into that idea of thinking that that's okay, what do you think? You would have been in?
DRM is not PC thing. That's a media thing. That's all contents of media. Has nothing to do with becoming a PC gamer.
Okay.
So here's what we do know, that Microsoft was trying to take over the living room.
That's what their focus was. Thank you, Moss.
But
oh, here we go. We about to talk.
No. Why you gotta do this to me, man?
Because you was right, but you want to preface
it. No. The DRM practices were PC-like.
Yes, we know that. We know that part. But that doesn't make you become a PC gamer.
No. But what I'm trying to explain to y'all is when she said they're trying to be like PC, she just meant the practices. She wasn't talking about the game. She wasn't talking about them aspects. What she meant by PC-like was the DRM. That's what she meant.
Do you know what also has DRM? When you buy a movie on the Xbox, not from Voodoo or whoever. When you buy it from the Microsoft store, that's DRM. They wanted to control the living room. That was their goal. That's why they had an HDMI port. That's why it was initially supposed to be a cable box. They were trying to keep you in the living room, not the fucking PC.
Now, PC was part of it. I mean, PC, but they weren't trying to move the gaming aspect solely to PC. See, that's what y'all think. When y'all hear PC ecosystem, y'all think she's saying that they were trying to move Xbox solely to PC.
We got to this topic because
she's talking about the practice.
We got to this topic because y'all talking about PC games on console. So what else are we talking about here?
I'm just letting you know what my client meant. Now,
all right, let me read this.
About her shaking you in the neck. If you want to talk about her stabbing y'all on the neck live
read
on
the super chat. We got super chat.
Oh, sick. We got Harry B with the $10. PC gamers felt Microsoft abandoned them a long time ago when they made the original Xbox. They aren't trying to turn Xbox gamers into PC gamers since PC is becoming bigger now. They want back in.
Yes, I agree with that.
And if you see, it's been working so far for them with those games being on Steam. They've been doing well.
They're putting console games on PC, so they're turning PC gamers into console gamers. Kind of.
Look. That's what I'm gonna hop in. That's what
they're trying to phase out the console. Basically, you're going to PC.
Look, let me explain something to y'all. Just because it released on a console first, don't mean that it's console biscuit and butter. All right, and that's where I was talking about earlier. Let's stop looking at Steam. If you want to talk about Xbox's bottom line, and if the thesis is Xbox is going to make money, then yes, go to Steam because Xbox is going to make money. Xbox ain't going nowhere no time soon. I wholeheartedly believe that they're going to make money. Yes, you go to Steam, but if you're talking about the satisfaction and the mind share with the console space, something that they urgently need, don't look at Steam. Even though Grounded is released on Xbox first, even though Sea of Thieves is released on Xbox first, those are not the same exact time. Those are not the traditional console games that the console gamer likes. Okay,
yeah, I agree.
When you go look at the most played for console, the shit that's up there on Steam in the top 10 is nowhere to be seen except for Minecraft and Sea of Thieves kind of bubbles up there every now and again. But all that PCS type shit that Microsoft is putting out there, it's nowhere to be seen.
So wait, all what? All what? How many PC games have they made really?
Okay,
okay.
Is Forza? Hold on, it's Forza on PC. Everything that
isn't Flight Simulator? Wait a minute, isn't Flight?
Yeah, all this shit that's in PC Game Pass that's on Microsoft.
Wait, answer my question. How many PC games have they made?
Flight Simulator.
Yep.
No.
But you got to think about that's an old ass fucking.
Okay, I get it. Cool.
From fucking 90s.
Cool.
Or
isn't Forza's on PC too? Hold on, we can pull
up. That's not a PC game. That's a console game on PC.
PCs. I'll pull the shit up.
No.
And wait a minute, wasn't Gears Tactics made for? Wasn't Gears Tactics made for PC and then ported to console?
Yep, that's 2. Is there any more?
We're gonna butter his biscuit.
I'm also looking it up.
So you got 3 games. 3 games? And this is what you talk about? 3 games?
We're gonna see what it is. But y'all can continue on because I'm pulling it up right now.
I'm just looking it up.
And as far as I know, Ground is not even necessarily a PC game. It's just that PC players like those types of games more because I've seen
that's the point that I'm making, Tsunami. You just echoed my sentiment. That's what I'm saying.
The first game I saw that was like this was fucking Don't Starve on fucking PS4. It was the first survival stack type whatever it's called.
So wait a minute. So let me ask you this, Tsunami. Are you saying that Xbox is now making games that they know that PC players will like better?
Exactly.
No. I think they're expanding the type of games they're making. They literally make every type of game now.
So They
literally make every type of game now. So therefore, they're just expanded on what they're already currently making.
And what the fuck are we talking about?
I don't know. They keep trying to.
I'm trying to figure out how Tsunami is justifying Xbox making games that makes PC players happy.
But why does it matter if they're good games?
It matters because the console. Because there's Xbox console gamers that don't give a shit about what's going on PC.
But do you know why? That's a chicken and egg. That's a chicken and egg.
And because they feel a void, they're upset and they're like, "Well, what the fuck? These PC motherfuckers is getting fed. This ain't the type of shit that we want. We don't want this shit."
But then, can I ask another question? Why did so many Xbox gamers, including yourself, Tsunami, decide to build gaming rigs?
I built it because it was more like a project. I don't actually play on it that much.
When the East is in the house, oh my god!
I'm just saying, if you didn't care about the PC, then why are so many Xbox gamers going out here building PCs?
Well, here's the other part. I own every console, so the only platform I didn't own was a PC. So I got a PC.
So you just decided to get it. So you just decided to get a PC this gen. I mean, I've been PC gaming since the 90s.
That's you, correct? I was a console gamer, and I said, okay, I have a PlayStation. Okay, I have a Switch. Okay, I have an Xbox. The only thing I don't have is a PC. Let me see what this is about. So I made a fucking PC. Any other questions?
Nope, I was just curious.
Moss got a PC. He went to Stadia. Why you get Stadia if you got a PC? Jesus! Okay.
I'm not the one.
But wait a minute, isn't Stadia on?
I'm bringing up Hillary Trump. What did you bringing me into this equation for? I'm not an Xbox gamer. What the hell?
You was a year ago. Stop it.
All right, y'all. The chat getting upset, man. The chat. The chat like they're moving along.
Yeah, let's go. Jesus, Moss.
I don't know what the hell happened, man.
Come on, man. What did you talk about? In 1972, boss, you was drinking that tea from a lot.
Nigga, that was 12 months ago.
What that got to do with now?
E3 was the last day.
12 months ago, you thought Halo was releasing on time. Oh, all right, I should have.
How dare you, Moss? I'm sorry, Dirt. Hey, Dirt, the line, sir.
Hey, Dirt, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
It was going to be a thing by now.
It's his fault. It's his fault.
You thought Stadia was gonna be a thing by now.
It's his fault.
Moving right along.
All right, yeah. So we was talking about Halo. I got Tsunami thoughts and Moss thoughts. I didn't get anybody else thoughts about Halo being delayed.
Yeah, we got Devin sitting in the cut. Devin and Storm.
Yeah, Storm. What's your thoughts about it, bro? Damn, I don't know how the hell. We about 45 minutes into the show.
I got to keep my shit short now, man. But when me and Devin get ready to talk, man, y'all can't really come at us. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say, yo. Nah, that shit was entertaining, bro. That was right there. You have to get it lit, man. You have when the topics like this come up, bro. We know what's going on. It's gonna get heated. So here's the deal.
Hold my own. I'm
gonna say something.
Shut up, Tsunami.
Thank the gaming guys. I'm on Scrampunks podcast right now, y'all, because this is the reason why I don't fly no flags. I don't pledge allegiance and all this shit. I'm just gonna keep it real now. I heard everything y'all was saying. My thoughts are this right here. These are my thoughts. All right, real quick. If Halo Infinite wasn't ready, y'all gotta say it. If it wasn't ready, don't show that goddamn game, please. Don't show it. I play Xbox, I play Stadia, I play PlayStation, all that shit, right? But don't show it if it ain't ready, y'all. This is just what I want to say. Now, I'm not mad because most of the games, third-party games that I play, is right here on Xbox. Them shits run better, they look better. I make better content running and playing them shits. So my thing is, Xbox is always gonna have some top-notch gaming. Now, all that exclusive shit, I've been backing away from that for a long time. Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, we never thought we was going to see that shit. Death Stranding on PC, we never thought we was going to see the shit. You know what I'm saying? God of War will be next. If you don't think that's the case, you might want to pay attention to the trends.
MLB The Show going multi-platform.
MLB The Show. And so this is what these companies are trying to do while we're up here goddamn lighting each other on fire and shit. These motherfuckers over here like, yeah, get it in, motherfucker, get it in. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this money. Let's go take everything to PC so they won't be mad. You know what I'm saying? Including Game Pass and shit, where they put a heavy focus on PC. I mean, so the bottom line is, man, this is why I used to do all that. I can't do it no more, man. So I'm gonna leave it right there. Devin, what you got to say, bro?
Can I grab the super chat real quick?
Get the super chat first, Devin.
We have True Virgil with the $20. Thank you for the 20. Snow Muddy is right though. It might not have been since 2013. PC has more Xbox exclusives than Xbox console.
Shit.
I have friends that work for Xbox. Xbox wasn't buying games. That's why the Game Pass and PC thing happened. Facts. Thank you for the $20, True Virgil.
I still think Game Pass was gonna be a thing.
Wait a minute, Tsunami. We gotta let Devin talk. Devin been quite quiet. Devin.
I think it's a good thing that they delayed the game because there was talks and they were pulling ray tracing to give it a patch within like the first couple of weeks or so. Like that should be that I want a complete game on release. Like this is supposed to be the game for Xbox going into next generation, whether it be on launch or a couple months after, or so on and so on. So I want the best game they can possibly produce. So I think it's a good thing that they're taking the extra time to make it a complete game and make it that mind-blowing experience that we all want to enjoy. And it sucks because it's got to suck for the developers, even of course Phil Spencer. Like the expectations for this game to launch with the console, like Halo hasn't launched with the console since the original console, and that was a big buildup. And coming down to this point where they have to delay the game to give it its justice, it sucks for everybody. So that part sucks.
Yeah, man. So, any more thoughts on this 45-minute topic?
Steady as dog shit. That's all.
Like I said, me and my client are cleaning up the blood.
The only thing is it's being delayed. I mean, like, it would be honest with you, it was a whatever game for me, but I know a ton of people who love Halo, so I'm happy they're getting a better Halo game. But I'm also understanding the people who are upset, like, okay, why are you going to release the console if we have no reason to buy it? Because a lot of people were just going to buy it just for the upgrades, but then you tell them, oh, well, we have Game Pass with 400 old games. People are sitting here like, why am I going to spend $500 for old games?
So if they made a new Switch and they had 5 launch games, you buying the Switch? Or are you going to be mad you can't bring your games with you?
There's still launch games outside of Halo.
But that we're talking about first party launch games. A lot of people jump ship because of that first party launch game also. And you can't go by with me with the Switch because I never buy consoles on day one anyway.
We're trying to
always wait. I always wait because, like, if I was getting an Xbox, right, and I looked at that show that they showed, granted, there were some games that was interesting to me. Out of 21 games, I had to eliminate 7 already. I wait till a console has at least 5 to 6 games out already before I buy a console. I don't just automatically jump ship out of blind
So what
faith.
you're saying is you wouldn't buy a PS5 either. Got you.
Oh, I already said that. I thought y'all knew that shit.
And Maul's
still
waiting for his 5 exclusive games.
I mean, I
thought exclusive games. What did you talk about?
I thought you guys knew I wasn't going to get a PlayStation
We got
5 on launch.
Hey, look, we got Orcs Must Die, better than State of Decay. We got Guilt, better than Crackdown 3. We got Baldur's Gate.
You out of line with this shit.
We got Baldur's Gate coming out now. Where's Halo?
That's not the day one. You're still waiting for it.
Hey,
Baldur's Gate's coming out next month, Bucko. Baldur's Gate's coming out on time, Bucko.
Hey, Mars, what did you have at launch?
Taking games like Octopath Traveler. See, we talking about all these games switching sides.
What did it have at launch?
Hey, look, man, I'm a Ruth Chris Steakhouse type dude. I ain't gotta have 50 variations of stuff that tastes like cauliflower. I'm fine. I'm good. I got plenty of games. I got plenty of games. I'm good over here.
Moss over here rebuying games.
Hey, Mr. When is Crossfire X campaign coming out? Isn't that a long?
Oh, that's gonna be fly. That looks dope. I hope it's gonna be long enough though.
Isn't it not in Game Pass though?
Yeah.
It's free to play.
It's not. Yeah, it's not.
No, not the campaign. Campaign is gonna be. Yeah. That could be this the
saving grace.
That could be the saving grace because it could have the impact that Call of Duty 2 had on the 360 if it's that damn good. You know what I'm saying?
And
Hey,
here's the other
Hey
thing.
Moss, hold on a second, Tsunami. Like Digital Swords just said, you lost all credibility with that bullshit you just said. Them games you just named, brother. That was some absolute bullshit. I tried to know what you the homie.
Orcs Must Die. Orcs Must Die is a
I don't
high.
want to hear that.
It's a high rated game.
I don't want to hear that shit.
Baldur's Gate, all the games from Larian Studios ranked higher than anything Xbox put out this whole generation. What are we talking about?
You sound like Jada right now. Stop it.
Hey, Digital Soul, what are you talking about? Get out my face. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Horizon.
Man.
Yeah, about that shit.
Go ahead, man.
Man, you out of line with that shit, man.
No, what was I about to say? Damn, I forgot.
I was about to say what's the next
we was talking about
topic.
Call of Duty 2 or something like that, like Crossfire campaign.
Crossfire X.
No. What I was gonna say is, low key, this might be a good thing for Halo because there's a lot of competition this holiday with shooters. Because you have Call of Duty coming out, and then you still have it's not really a shooter, but it's kind of a shooter in Cyberpunk. So then you have Crossfire. So maybe some spacing would help anyway. So I don't know.
Hey,
And then we have a super chat from Eddie Player One.
Yeah,
with the $2.
Yeah,
Thank you, Eddie. But Moss didn't have to spend $400 for a console.
oh, good.
And
So Moss got
then-
an Uber.
And then we have R&B the third. Hey, R&B,
He gotta rebuy
with
all
the
his
$5. I'm getting both day one. Medium Scorn, Ascent, Crossfire X for Xbox, Demon Souls for PlayStation 5, Pour the Yak, Where the White Woman at. We Believe Green is up in here.
Yeah,
I thought
R&B.
Medium was coming. I thought Medium
That's
was
supposed to be a
coming
launch
out.
title. That's supposed to be a launch
I
title.
thought it was dropping next year, or did they say it was a launch title?
It's supposed to be a launch title.
It's a launch title. Scorn.
I don't know about Ascent, but
The Ascent is a launch title as well.
And then is it on PS5?
No, I think that is no.
I don't think Ascent is.
I thought Ascent got pushed back.
The Ascent is a launch title. That's
No.
what it says on
I don't think it is,
IGN's
Devin.
website.
I think the medium is.
Yeah, I
Scorn
think
is.
Ascent got pushed back.
I don't think
just saw
Ascent
something like
is.
that yesterday. You got to push back to 2021.
Is Bright Memory?
I don't know.
Bright Memory Infinite.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
imagine
a lot
that
of
would be
shit
a
has
launch
gotten
title
pushed
because-
back, man. Like Dirt 2 just got pushed back like another.
Yeah, I want
week
to
or
talk
two
about
or
that.
something.
I want to talk about that too, because, and not to cut you off, Dirk, but no pun intended. But I think it looks bad too. It's all about perception. Xbox ain't gonna go nowhere no time soon. They're gonna make money, but it's the perception and the mind share that they're struggling with. And I think it doesn't look good either. And that's why I say they gotta fuck that cloud shit. And this is coming from a cloud gamer. Worry about PlayStation. All your barrels should be pointed at PlayStation. They came out a month ago and said, "Oh, we want to let people know that xCloud now has cloud development tools for developers." But yet your biggest game got pushed back. Meanwhile, the only reason why they did that is because a few days earlier, Google and Bungie had announced their cloud development was actually keeping things on schedule. They too worried about Google. Fuck Google. Google's not even on the stage right now. So that makes you look bad. You come up with a cloud development tool for developers, and your shit's still getting held back. Stop it. Focus on PlayStation. That's what it means. Focus on PlayStation. Get a big ass AAA game in Game Pass day and date. That'll shut motherfuckers up.
Now, but you know what game would be awesome if they could launch it with the Series X? Would be Hellblade 2.
That would have been.
But that's like 2022 though.
2 years out.
I love that motherfucker there.
Yeah.
I mean, if they could have because they've been working on Hellblade for a while. If they could have somehow had it ready for launch as a backup, that shit would have been awesome.
Yeah. Hey, so what? Help me out. What first party game dropped at the beginning of this generation? I know the first party game.
Forza.
Right? Sorry. Forza 5.
Count Rise. I mean,
Yeah,
No, that wasn't first party. I'm talking
You know what?
about
Second party is cool too. Like if you got
yeah. I
second
agree.
party is cool, too.
Now I saw Mark Woodland naming a bunch of games. Are all of those games confirmed to be launch titles for the PS5? I don't think so, sir. He said Demon Souls, Spidey, Godfall, Deathloop.
Yeah, wait a minute, isn't
Godfall
Demon
and
Souls?
Spidey are two. But the other ones, I don't remember those being.
But wait a minute, isn't Demon Souls
it's a
remaster or a remake?
Yeah. It's a remaster. I don't know.
It said both. It's kind of a remake.
Yeah, I don't really classify that as a.
But I don't even know if that's a
big.
launch. I don't even know if that's a launch though. They haven't confirmed that. The only ones I know confirmed are Astrobot, Sackboy, and Spider-Man.
So
that's a bad title.
I'm saying it's bad on both sides.
No, I'm talking about that title is. But Astrobot, from what I understand, virtual reality loved that shit.
Yeah, Astrobot was dope. In VR, I don't know how it's gonna be.
Forza 2 and Killer Instinct was what was launched on Xbox.
First party, but they had a bunch of good games. Like Moss said, second party games are good too. They had Dead Rising 3, Rise Son of Rome. So they had some pretty good games starting off this current generation. But Sony had Killzone and Knack, but that was supposedly a great launch lineup. I mean, that's what they said.
Well, they got Knack too. I mean, Knack must have did pretty well if they're doing another Knack as a launch title. Because you got to think about it. They're not doing another
Knack as a launch title because they did Knack 2 a few years ago, and nobody bought that shit.
Yeah. But Knack is going to be a launch. Isn't Knack going to be a launch title for?
No. I was talking about for the PS4.
That's what I'm talking about. For the PS5, they make it. Is that Knack they're making, or is it Ratchet and Clank?
Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, but I don't think that's launch. I think that's next year. I don't think. I think that's next year. GTA 7, 8. Hey, Mark, man. So you think every game that Sony showed at their show? That's not going to be a launch title. You just think every game that Sony showed at their show last month is going to be a launch title. It's not, bro. Spider-Man, they said launch for Spider-Man. That's the only game I remember them saying launch for.
Well, no, I know Astrobot because it's shipping with it. That's the only other game.
Right, Astrobot.
Oh my God, they're going to ship a game with a console?
Oh, that's
cool. It's more like a kind of like a demo.
Who cares? They're shipping something with the console? When the hell was that the last time that happened?
The 90s.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I remember we did it with Wii Sports, but that's it.
Man, I think we need to let the emphasis go on these damn exclusive games, y'all. Let that shit go. Like when they come, they come. If they come, they come. Hey, yo, triple A, these motherfucking third-party titles make up, I'm gonna say 95% of the games that I play. You get what I'm saying? So
you're absolutely right.
Hey, we are up here worrying about the small percentage of games and shit, which are amazing now. It does show what the consoles can do. But at the same time, have y'all seen Forza 7 running that motherfucking 4K 60? Have you seen Gears? Have you seen motherfucking God of War? Like these games, is Nintendo.
They're getting enhanced. They're getting enhanced treatment.
Yeah, and Zelda was built. That shit was built for the Wii, right? I mean,
Wii U.
Yeah, for the Wii U, right? And then it came over to the Switch. So, man, all this shit here.
Storm, bro. Let me say,
what up?
You're making too much sense, brother.
You know what? What you just said made me want to change this whole conversation because you were absolutely right. The game's gonna come when they fucking come.
For real, though.
You're right, because I'm up here talking to Mark Warner. He named every single punk ass game that Sony announced. You're absolutely right. The games come when they come, and the reason I said how like PS4 launch lineup was weak as fuck with Killzone and Knack, because it wasn't about their launch lineup. It was about the power that the PS4 had over the Xbox One. That's what it was about. And the price. That's what it was about, you want to be honest. So you're absolutely right, Storm. The games come when they come, man. Yes, we're disappointed Halo Infinite got delayed, but the shit comes when it comes, man. We just want some quality. On the Xbox side, we want some quality games, so if it take another time, take some more time, let it take some more time. We want some quality games on our side. That's what we want, man.
And I don't want to hear this. And I don't want to hear this, PlayStation had these bangers. PS3 didn't have that many bangers. They didn't have these many IPs that's champion. They came over and they switched from the Xbox 360 to the PS4 for power and price, not for no exclusive games.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, let me get this super chat.
Yeah, Digital Source with the $4.99. All Series X needs to launch with is a free game code: Cyberpunk, Watch Dogs Legion, or NBA 2K with a month of Game Pass, and it will still do numbers.
Yeah,
I think Cyberpunk. I think
I was hoping for that.
Cyberpunk day and date for at least 30 days.
But the thing is those are the people who bought the Series 1X Cyberpunk edition get a free copy of the game.
Yeah, they were limited.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, Sean got
I don't
think
they did.
It wasn't a free copy.
No,
it wasn't a free copy.
Sean got a copy. Yes.
Oh, he did. Oh,
but it can't. But the cost of the console was.
But when it broke, he sent it back. He got to keep the game.
Yeah. Hey, so yeah, like you said, Storm, this guy's still naming games for the PlayStation. Returnal, Project Athena. Those games ain't coming out this year. Besides Spider-Man,
Make me saying a vowel. Come on, stop it.
like Project Athena is like Hellblade, probably 2-3 years away. Get out of here.
Oh Lord, and they're talking about Bud Snacks. Oh Lord.
Yeah. So
hey,
so you know what?
I want to say this right now. Cut this shit. If you cap it for Bug Snacks, you don't want to say shit about anything on Xbox. Because y'all be talking all that big shit about, Xbox games, all these little kiddie games, and y'all capping for Bug Snacks?
Hold on. Now, Mark Woolen is talking about games that hasn't been announced yet. What the fuck? God of War 2, Spidey 2, Days Gone 2. Get the fuck. You know what?
Put him in the coon room.
My guy said new IP from Naughty Dog.
New IP from Naughty Dog.
So Mark is doing it.
Hey, you know what?
I'm still trying to figure out why everybody's hyping up Bug Snacks.
My guy said second-party exclusives.
Because it's on PlayStation. If it was on Xbox, it'd be getting trashed.
They ain't hyping that shit up, man.
I got told by a Sony PlayStation person, PlayStation about to get the games like Nintendo. We got Bug Snacks coming. And I'm sitting here like, but Bug Snacks is first person. I can't play it anyway.
First person. Why we want to play that shit anyway? Whether it's first, third, or second person. I don't know what the hell second person game is.
Yeah, that's sarcasm. Yeah. But now, since we waiting on these exclusives to come, y'all agree with me now, right? So can Stadia get a pass though, Sue?
I'm
just saying. Wait a minute. Now. I just wanted to say. I ain't set him up. No, I ain't set him up. I ain't set him up. I promise I ain't set him up. I swear I ain't set him up. I'm saying now, can Stadia get a pass, y'all?
A pass for what?
It didn't have no major. It had no major exclusives. It had guilt, and guilt for some people is like the equivalent to Rise, Son of Rome. Now I'm just asking. It wasn't no setup necessary. Because I mean what I say when I'm talking about the exclusives, bro. I play mostly third-party games.
This is so the pass I'll give you is what have you announced, what have you shown, and what do we have on the horizon? And I don't really see much. And then I'll give you a year pass on that. The year has elapsed. I need to see something.
Well, Cyberpunk's coming in November, but people don't care about that. But go ahead, Dirt, man.
But let
me say something right quick.
That's my
Let me say something right quick to Mark Woolen. Look what Mark Woolen said right now. He didn't pay when I put us up at Dirt. I'm saying why the PlayStation is appealing to gamers. They know what they're going to get. Let me ask you a question. When it comes to first-party games, who has announced more first-party games for next generation?
Oh shit.
Answer that question for me. I'm not talking about what you're assuming that's coming. Who has announced more first-party games for next generation? Go ahead, Mark Woolen. Tell me.
Who's shown more games coming to Game Pass? Day and date.
No, I'm not. I ain't even talking about. I'm just talking about first-party. Who has announced more first-party games coming next generation?
If we're talking about consoles and what's going to be in the next console, I'm gonna include those.
Yeah, because I'm saying, man,
you know what you're finna get.
This dude named 15 damn unannounced games. He named about 15 unannounced games. God of War 2. Okay, so we might as well say Gear 6. So we're gonna say that too, right? Gear 6. How about that? Sea of Thieves 2.
But I do have a question for you.
Quantum Break 2.
Quantum Break.
Yeah, but I have a question for you. It was back when you said there, you're like, if the games come out, I want good quality games, you know. And I totally understand that. But after waiting for the time that you've waited so far, and now you're heading into next gen, how long are you willing to wait? Indefinitely? 5 years? 2 years? 3 years? How long are you willing to wait?
Okay, so what's the alternative? What, just to stop playing Xbox games?
I don't get it.
No. I'm just talking about in general.
For the new games next generation. Both.
Yeah, how long are? It's not like
they have shown some games that's finally coming, right? Did they
I'm not talking
show
about.
Fable?
I'm talking about. You said you want a good quality game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But the thing is they've shown games. Yes. Okay. We thought that with the rumor coming out that Halo had a $500 million budget and all this shit, we thought
it could still be quality.
It could still be quality, but what was shown was not that great. Let's
that's why they delayed it.
It was not that great, and they're delaying it. Okay,
that's the reasoning in the delay to get it.
But the thing is also you gotta look at Crackdown. They delayed that shit for how long? And look at what you got.
Hey, Bunny,
hold on.
Wait a minute. I'm not saying that in a negative way. I'm just saying.
They switched studio.
That's some scary shit Bunny just said.
Epic Games bought the damn studio that was doing the Cloud Destruction. Hold on. No. But my Crackdown 3. Listen, I'm not making any excuses for Crackdown 3. Right? I'm not making any excuses for Crackdown 3, but Crackdown 3 ain't Halo, and it's not a first party team doing it.
Yes, and that's what my point.
Oh my gosh, man.
But the thing is how long are you willing to wait? I mean, I'm not even talking about. Are you going to? I mean, are you? I mean, you could go another whole. You could go a whole another 5 years. I'm not even saying you don't even defend Xbox all like that. You defend some stuff, but you don't defend them to high holy heaven like some people do. Okay, but it gets to a point where you say enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if I get to that point, you would know, right? You would know if I get to that point, but I'm not at that point yet. Let me say one more thing to Mark Woodland. He said, Dirt, so you're saying God of War 2, Spidey 2 ain't coming? No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they have not been announced. Of course they're probably coming. Are you saying Gear 6 ain't coming? Forza Horizon 8 or whatever ain't coming? Forza Horizon 5, I mean? So what are you saying? Of course, God of War 2 is coming.
You can't say that the games are coming.
So stop
you can't say they aren't coming.
And we have a few super chats we missed, guys. We have Xavier Bay with the $5. Stop the dumbish. Why are we acting like Sony has an edge next gen?
Oh, wow.
And then we have Victor Alistine with the $5. Sony getting DLC for launch. Xbox ought to include a battle royale in Gears 5 and launch it. I'll give Stadia a pass if they please go after multi-plat marketing.
Word.
Thank y'all for the super chats.
That shit there was
And then we have Xavier Bay again with the $2. Sony fans waited 7 years for greatness, quote unquote.
Jesus.
Thank you for the $2, Xavier.
Moss, be quiet. What happened?
Quiet about what? I was letting her read the super chat. I didn't like you. I was letting her read the super chat.
Hey, so let me ask somebody. So some people chat. So why do y'all care if guys like me or Devin or Tsunami wait? What the hell do y'all care? Huh?
No, I think it was a rhetorical question. I'm speaking for my client. I think it was a rhetorical question.
Oh man.
I think the question
No. The question is curiosity. I mean, curiosity killed the cat and shit. I'm on my 8.5 life.
Shit, okay, you won't.
I'm gonna just be honest. I'm curious because I know, like for myself. I know for myself, when I was an Xbox fan, the moment Don Matrix got up there and was talking about Xbox could only be online and this, that, and the other, and you couldn't use used games, I automatically knew right then I wasn't getting a next-gen Xbox because that was my level right there.
But they canceled it before the console even came out, Bunny.
Yeah, but by that point, I was already like, fuck it. I'm like that. You pissed me off. I'm like, fuck it. I'm not going to get. You got to prove to me to come back to you.
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. So, like for me, it's just pure dumb curiosity for me. That's the reason I'm asking. I don't know what everybody else's reason in chat was, but I'm just pure dumb curiosity.
See, and speaking of coming back, man, this is why I'm careful, right? I raged on that after that show, man, the Xbox showcase. I'm not gonna lie. When I saw that shit, I was live. Hey, Mars, know what I'm talking about? I was on that. I said, fuck. Hey, I said, fuck Microsoft, fuck Sony, fuck Stadia, fuck everybody. I ain't care no more, bro. It was like I got that pissed off because I'm like, why? Why are y'all pumping this shit up like that, right? But then I thought about it. I'm like, if I take my black ass over to PlayStation exclusively, shit, and Game Pass start looking real good with all these fucking games and shit, you know what I'm saying? How am I going to tiptoe my ass back over there? So I'm just urging everybody to be cautious when you make these moves, y'all, when it comes to switching platforms and stuff, because Sony ain't gonna have them games out there to high clip, like I said earlier, y'all. They're not gonna have them right away now. Not right away. That shit looking better.
Bigger games. Fewer bigger games.
Bro,
they said this.
Look, I'm gonna put it like this. Be
careful out there.
If you're waiting for Xbox to have the pillar resemblance of the Xbox of old, you're going to be in a perpetual state of wait. You might as well begin to look elsewhere. If you are happy with what Xbox is doing and you're okay with the roadmap, then stay where you are without any regrets. But I think what it is that you got both sides playing tug of war at each other. No, as for all these AAA games, and the other side is like, no, just wait, it's coming or whatever. No, y'all got to make it. Y'all got to understand that Xbox is different now. It's just that's just what it is. It's different. I'm not saying it's bad, different. It's different. It's just different, and it's catering to a different type of demographic. And if you want the old Xbox, it's not here anymore. It's just as simple as that. That's all.
Hey, Mom.
So wait. So what did the old Xbox have that they aren't doing right now? Just from your perspective.
The old Xbox before had those AAA gritty games. They put a lot of focus on it. They put a lot of money on that, and that was
like
they
what?
made sure they were pumping out all the time.
Like
whether
what?
it was first party, second party. Well, you had Mass Effect, BioShock. You had Fallout that they helped come to fruition.
So you mean third party deals?
No, second party deals. Because look, as a matter, we say this all the time, Tsunami. You ain't new to the show. Ken Levine tells you all the time.
Second party
Ken Levine tells you all the time.
Wait. Okay.
BioShock would not be here if it wasn't for the funding and the advice and the integration of.
That's a third party deal.
It don't matter. The fact of the matter is that Xbox used to be the numero uno honcho on those AAA experiences, whether they were first or second.
And that's why they're in this position they are now, Moss. They were doing all them. Hold on, Moss. They were doing all them.
And that's fine. But also them switching it up for first party studios. There's a void for those type of gamers.
Right.
So because there's a void, like. Where do we go? Can they not build on these first party studios and still
what party
relationships to crank stuff out?
What studios did they have last gen?
I don't care. Look, I don't care about studios. What I care about is games. And what I'm saying is the type of games that if you're trying to argue that the type of games that Xbox used to produce, they're still producing them now, you're in La La Land. Okay. All I'm saying is that the type of games that they used to focus on,
what I'm saying is they did third party deals.
That's not their focus right now. So it is what it is, and people just got to do
something right quick. Okay, I see what you're saying, Moss, and I'm saying this. Those deals that they did was great, right? But in the long run, it hurt them because they didn't focus on their first party. While Sony was focusing on Naughty Dog, Sony Santa Monica, Sucker Punch, Xbox had these damn third party, second party deals.
That they didn't
put this game out for us. Then it would be one game like BioShock 1 was exclusive. Guess what happened when BioShock 2 came out? That shit was a multiplayer. So
no, BioShock 2 was no. BioShock 2 was exclusive too, but it came later. BioShock 3 was the day and date multiplat.
I thought BioShock 2 was a multiplayer.
BioShock 2 all of them end up becoming a multiplayer.
Yeah, I remember all of them.
First,
but you see what I'm saying, though?
Third party deals.
It hurt them in the long run. So I see what you said. Now they should just do both while we're waiting for this.
That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
They shifted the focus from, okay, we're going to work with second party to give you these banger ass AAA to where we're going to focus on our first party and we're going to have a variety of titles. Most of it is going to be a lot of stuff that the AAA people may not care for. So That's all I'm saying.
No,
Moss,
I see what you're
wait,
saying.
just to clear it up, second party is a game that they own. They're having somebody else make. Third party is a separate whole company.
It don't matter.
So all
Xbox has been doing second party. Look, Xbox has been doing second party since Jade Empire. Since those days. It's not. We're getting into the weeds here, talking about what studio they were working with. They put money to make these games. That's all people care about, and they're not doing that anymore. Period. Period.
So they're not making games.
Third party exclusives don't exist anymore.
That's not true.
Thank you, Nethel.
They have time, yes. Exclusives.
Okay, but all those were time. But you see how much you know how big BioShock was time? How big that helped the 360? What else we talking about?
BioShock was not as big as people thought it was until after it became.
Oh my!
Fuck out of here.
Hey yo!
Fuck out of here! But okay.
Hey yo! And Nethel, where you going? I'm going with you.
Empire was exclusive.
Okay, I jumped in like halfway through this conversation. I was listening to the show though, but I assume Moss basically you're saying like Xbox doesn't make these type of games anymore. Not necessarily they need to make these deals, right?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't matter if it comes from first party or not. They're just not making those type of games.
How they make them, but they're not making those type of games.
That's all he's saying. So like I agree with like Dirt, Tsunami. Yes, they need a bigger first party lineup. Second party deals they shouldn't rely on them. Yes, I get that, but at the end of the day, it's what the type of experiences we're looking for.
Exactly.
I'm looking for those BioShock type experiences again. I hope like what was it, Compulsion Games? I hope they can make something like that. That'll be dope. But at the end of the day, it's them to prove that they will do it.
But my point was, third-party exclusives don't really exist like they used to. So asking them to make a BioShock exclusive, that's not a thing anymore.
I mean, money talks. It doesn't matter if it stays lifetime exclusive or not. Like, a Titanfall 1 deal is necessary. But if you get exclusive for even a year, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah, because a lot of people would think it's on because there was something that was exclusive for PlayStation 4 for a game that I have on Switch. When it lost its first year exclusivity, my friends still thought it was exclusive to PlayStation. I said no, it was only a 1 year exclusive deal.
Well, I'll be damned.
But here's it. But
like even Tomb Raider, that was a good move they made. I mean, it backfired because of the media and so on. I get that. That's because of the media. They were being fuckfaces there, but it was a good move business wise, and that's the type of moves I hope they continue to make. I mean, do you think Street Fighter 6 is going to be multiplayer? I wouldn't be surprised if that's exclusive again. I wouldn't be surped.
I think that's.
I don't think nobody would be upset if Microsoft went to a second party development, had a second party development setup, and said, "Look, it's going to be a while before we can crank out this AAA shit. Here goes a duffel bag of money. Give us something for a year." I don't think nobody would be upset.
But isn't that what PlayStation doing?
But no, both sides are doing it because like look at a game like Medium. What is the first thing they say? Oh, that's coming to PlayStation anyway. I don't count. Nigga, what? So does it count or does it not?
I don't think
it's such a small game though.
But Crossfire will. Crossfire that shit is fire. And that's going to be a multi-plat eventually, but it depending on how hard that sticks, that could move the needle somewhat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like for example, Sony is kind of moving a needle with some exclusive DLC. Like that Spider-Man has people talking.
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day, it depends on what you get. Like the Medium isn't going to do it, but some Spider-Man DLC did.
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned.
No, my point.
Stadia snatched up shit like Guilt. They snatched up Darksiders Genesis, time exclusive, all this shit right here. They snatched up Baldur's Gate. They snatched up Orcs Must Die. They got other motherfucking games they snatched up, time exclusivity, man. But see, I'll
give you Baldur's Gate, but the other shit's trash.
Yeah, but I'm saying I gotta give them a little bit more credit, man. But I'm done though. Y'all go ahead.
No, Baldur's Gate is dope though.
Guild is a good game. Orcs Must Die is a high rated game, but it's not. But that's not the creme de la creme. It's not the
stop bringing up that
Serious
shit,
Sam. No, I'm just saying Serious Sam.
Stop bringing up that Orcs Must Die shit, man.
Serious Sam for.
Hey, Derek, come on, stop it. Now you can't sit there and want me to pack Grounded on the back because it's selling well.
You don't hear me hyping up Grounded, now do you? You don't hear me hyping that shit up. You've been hyping the shit out of the Orcs Must Die shit.
I'm not hyping up Ocean Sky, but I'm saying it's a highly anticipated game. It's a highly rated game. You know
I'm
what
still
saying?
shocked Grounded did well at all, to be honest.
Nobody was really hyping Grounded. Grounded was just getting shit on by the entire community, and it's doing good. That's why we're talking about it.
That's the reason why we're talking about it so much, because people with these memes and gifs and all this shit for a fucking year, and then all of a sudden it comes out and people are liking it and it's selling. It's like, oh shit! Look,
but I think the people. But see, the people who were shitting on it were the console players. The people who are hyping it up and fucking loving it are the PC players.
The PC people.
Man, listen. I'm gonna say something right quick. Hey, let me say something right quick. Did y'all see that dog shit state of play last Thursday?
Yeah, I did. I sure did.
Wait a minute. I gotta think about it. What was shown?
Shit.
I don't remember.
Dog shit.
45 minutes of dog shit.
Does anybody else remember?
Moss, did you see it?
Wait a minute.
Yes,
I'll be honest, I didn't even bother watching that shit.
Hey, Moss, where's that energy, Moss?
Oh, yeah, I saw it because I was making a comment that some of the stuff that was shown on there was also shown on the Xbox One, wasn't it?
No, like you making shit up.
Oh,
no, or was it shown on? No, because some of the shit I saw was sitting there like I've seen this shit before, and it wasn't on PlayStation.
Yeah,
like that pedestrian game.
Yeah, it was like 3 games I saw, including Godfall, that one game with the fire fighting the fucking, I forget what it was, but fighting this big fire beast and shit, like that game or whatever, that boss fight. And there was one more, man. That shit was 3 games and everything else was like, what the fuck is this to me?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm telling you like this. The hypocrisy is absolutely ridiculous.
That's why Moss quiet.
No, Derek, they told us they told us what they was gonna show.
They told us
every inside Xbox, right? The only one I say they messed up was the May one where they was talking about gameplay, but they didn't deliver. Every inside Xbox, they tell you exactly what they're gonna show. They will have a picture promoting the show, showing everything they're going to show, every game they're going to show. But yet and still, people live streaming bad shit.
So, but you know why, Dirk? I can't give them a pass on that because the reason why they did that is because they had nothing else to look towards and say, "Oh, fuck Inside Xbox." That's all Xbox was promoting was that shit. Where you had PlayStation, they had the dope commercials, they had the dope promos, they had the.
What are you talking about? They didn't have
what are you talking about?
So people can ignore that. Say that again.
For how many years?
Hold on. So who had a show for what? What is that? What are you talking about?
They haven't had shows for years. What are you talking about?
I know Mark Woodland did not just say it's not for you, it's for PlayStation peeps. I know you ain't just say that shit to me.
Hey, look, Mark is trolling y'all, man.
I know you ain't just say that shit to me. As much as y'all comment on Xbox and can't stop talking about Xbox,
it's not for
none of that shit is for y'all. How dare you, Mark? Take your ass to bed. Ain't it past your bedtime?
But wait, I think you want me to tell you what I think the biggest difference there is. I think the biggest difference is PlayStation told people ain't gonna be no PlayStation 5 stuff, ain't gonna be no big titles, nothing like that. I think they prepped their people with low expectations. But then when you came to Xbox,
what? You can't Xbox what?
But when then you came to Xbox, like that show in May,
I just said that was they one problem. But all the other inside Xbox, they never hyped that shit like that.
They say exactly what they're doing.
That's what I'm saying. They hyped that shit up to so much.
But here's the other part though. Just because it's not a PS5 show, it doesn't mean the show still has to be dog shit. You can have
they show the PS5 game on that bitch.
I mean, but that's
the ass fall.
But I mean, that's what I'm saying. They already had told people not to expect a whole lot. But then when you had the May show, which, like you guys said, they hyped up shit, had motherfucking people's expectations going through the fucking roof.
It was still better than that state of play.
Okay. I think that's the reason people are sitting there like right now, the last fucking Nintendo Mini Direct. Look at what the fuck happened with that. They told you. They told people with that Mini Direct that it was some type of presentation, which means it was going to be no first party there. They said it wasn't going to be big.
So wait. It's okay. It's okay. So it's okay if a show's dog shit. It's only tell you it's dog shit ahead of time. And
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like I said,
thought it was, but it's not as big. But it's not as big as you thought it was going to be. Even though the show was all right.
No,
what
I'm saying
Police told me Silent Hill was going to be there.
But what I'm telling you is,
they said people going to buy Batman.
But let's put it this way: they straight up told you, like they told us with this partner direct, that it's a partner direct. When I heard partner direct, I was like, oh, this is gonna be nothing but third party shit. But then you have
back to PlayStation.
But then on the flip side of it, you had all these Nintendo fanboys up here talking about, oh, we're gonna get a Zelda and a Mario and this and that. And then the moment that shit came out, everybody was screaming the shit.
Well, let me ask you this, Nobody. Let me ask you this. It was funny. Okay, so if Sony set the expectations, why was so many niggas live streaming that bitch then?
Because you gotta think about it like this.
Because they thought it was gonna be something else.
No, because they're fucking followers. They want to get you. Remember how I told you how motherfuckers want to get clicks and get money? Mm-hmm. Why the fuck will you pass up a live stream where you can get free fucking money?
Okay, that's fair.
That doesn't mean that these motherfuckers weren't capping for the show the whole time leading up to it.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. People cap the fuck out of shit.
Like they could have streamed it if the show was good. They'd have been capping for how good it was. This is a bad show.
Hey, let me get a super chat right quick.
Yeah, R&B the third.
No, I see Vine 2 first. It's Vine 2 with the $2. The whole Hitman trilogy VR is fire. I recently finished Hitman 1 and 2. 3 looks like more the same, but the VR part, I guess, is cool. I guess. Shit.
Man, Hitman is dog shit. Maybe in VR, but man,
they should do another. Shit. They should do another Kane and Lynch, man. I don't know what the hell they waiting for.
And all that.
Hitman.
No, they leave Kane and Lynch alone, man. They killed that. They killed that shit.
Part 2 was ass. I love part 1. Part 2, I don't know what the hell they did. Part 2. I'm sorry, R&B the third with the $2. So Hitman 3 is now the PS5 game that was shown. I think it's cross-gen, isn't it? Because it come out next year. But they show Asphalt at the end, and that game look ass. I don't care. The current Halo Infinite with Craig look better than that guy for all good damn. What nobody said. That shit look trash.
Don't tell that the big money.
That shit look trash. You know, we
all better than it did the first time, though. It looks better than the first time.
Yeah, it looked better than the first time, but
yeah. Hey, Dirk, they're trying to turn PlayStation players to PC.
And then we have Harry B with the $5 bunny. That's a BS excuse. Sony is launching a console in a few months. Sony and Microsoft shouldn't be telling people to temper their expectations for a garbage show. But you also got to think about it like this. Let's look at it this way. They're also not telling us any fucking prices and launch dates.
Right.
That's why they watch. That's what they really watch.
I think a lot of these fucking shows that's showing all this bullshit are fucking fillers because they're not ready to. I think.
Or maybe COVID has something to do with it. Y'all ever think about that?
I mean, we've already stated earlier that COVID might be an issue, but the fact that they're putting out all these bullshit shows, and just like you said, they're launching these in a couple months, they haven't even dropped a price for this shit yet.
Look, the Rona probably has something to do with it, right? But at the end of the day, Bunny's right where neither one of them wants to announce their price first.
Neither
one of them wants to announce price.
And you haven't even on the PlayStation side, you've seen mock-ups and you've seen that, but PlayStation hasn't come out with who is that dude, Herman, whoever, holding a PlayStation 5 yet.
They're in a physical PlayStation. Nobody has seen the physical PlayStation.
You see my point. Xbox, they have come out with people holding an Xbox, taking apart of the Xbox and everything. But on the PlayStation side, we haven't seen anything yet.
Hey.
I mean, something kind of janky going on.
Yeah, Bunny.
Hey, let my brother Post tell it. They might delay that bitch. They still doing iterations.
I've been saying they're going to delay this shit.
Are you talking about PlayStation?
It's too late to delay it now. Well, they could now since Microsoft, they know Microsoft is coming in November. They could say, oh, guess what? We're going to bring our shit back and it's going to be more official, y'all, because of this delay. And then Pony's gonna eat that
It's
shit
actually
up.
gonna be 10 T flops now.
Hey, y'all, let's actually talk about like some of that stuff. But first, let me there's something that Phil said on that what's the name of that shit, Snow Bunny?
Animal Talking.
Animal Talking show.
No.
I see a tweet from someone that said Phil said Xbox was considering releasing pieces of Halo Infinite to the public that were ready, but Phil Spencer declined that.
They were going to stream that shit in parts, like that shit came to like
Yeah, but Phil, but Phil,
fucking...
I think that was a good decision. Phil said nah, so they said Phil declined that. I gotta watch the interview maybe.
Look, keep it real. That's how you solve the whole Halo issue. All you do when the Series X launches, you just allow them to play the beta. That's it. That's all you can do.
Put that beta out.
That demo,
people will
that
forget
demo
about that.
And maybe
like,
make it even a Series X PC exclusive. Like maybe not even put it on the one at that point.
Yeah, you're right about that. I think people will forget about it. And like leave the beta up for like a week, and people probably forget about that shit. So you're right about that enough. But hey, look, so there's a rumor saying that the Xbox Series X release date will be November 6th, 2020. I guess there was some type of packaging, something that said don't open till November 6th. Some shit. I don't know if it was those controllers or something. So November 6th. What do you guys think about that date? If it's true for the Xbox Series S, what do you guys think about that date?
It's not around the same time they did.
That's a Friday, so that's definitely possible.
It's the first week of November, right before Black Friday.
Yeah. I think that sounds. Yeah, I'm like what Freddie Fox said. That sounds like it could be true because Fridays, we know now it's Fridays. Shit released on Friday a lot of times, so I think that'd be dope.
Mm-hmm. And let's see here what day Black Friday would be on. Let's see what day Black Friday's on that year.
20-something.
I
know it's a Friday, but it depends on how many weeks before.
Hey buddy, don't get you gotta ignore him. We gotta let him retain some blood. We gotta let him retain some blood.
November the 6th is exactly 3 weeks before Black Friday. That gives people, if it does announce that day, that gives people time because right before Black Friday, a lot of these stores will reopen up their layaway policies. That gives people time. Yeah, some people can't.
Some stores do.
Some people can't afford to drop that full price for their kids at Christmas, so they will put it on layaway for them.
What stores still do layaway?
Nah, Walmart.
Walmart reopens it every year.
Yeah, they did that shit.
Oh shit.
They've been doing that for the last 3 to 5 years. They've been reopening their layaway department for just the Christmas and Black Friday season. And they shut it down like a week before Christmas. You have to have all your layaway out before Christmas.
I think the 6th is very doable because we know xCloud they're gonna roll that shit on September or whatever, right? And so I think that momentum will start to build. At one point, they were talking about how xCloud was going to work with the whole series of Xboxes, right? At one point, or was it just the Series X the whole time or something? Wasn't it? You talking about
xCloud?
Yeah, xCloud. Wasn't it supposed to work directly with the Series X?
It's gonna work with all. No, it's gonna work with all consoles.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it works with all of them.
From the first one to the last one.
All right, gotcha. Yeah. So I can see them building up on that momentum right there, man. They've already been pushing this Game Pass. Hey, I think Microsoft is ready. They already showed us that they're ready because the hardware is just there. They're taking the shit apart, like y'all said.
The hardware ready,
pumped out, man. So yeah, I think that's very doable on the 6th.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, me too.
Storm brought up a good point. They can't make a Xbox. Well, they can, but it would be damaging. They can't make an Xbox Series X only version of Halo because
they can't.
They can't unless they don't care about it not being on xCloud. You see what I'm saying? Like, because the xCloud servers is going to be with the S's for a while, unless they plan to upgrade the servers late 2021, which it looks like, and then that's when Halo's going to come out. But they can't. They can't do that.
I thought they're going straight to the Series X. Like I thought they were skipping all that shit.
No, they were saying that. As of launch, Xbox said that Phil Spencer said that Halo was going to be able to be played on your One X.
Oh no, I'm talking about the xCloud shit.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, xCloud is not getting upgraded. Their servers aren't getting upgraded till 2021, and it's likely not going to be till fourth quarter 2021. So if Halo launches at that time, that'll be cool for xCloud. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. It says in 2021 it'll be Series X hardware.
Yeah, you just put that together, man. Moss, right there. You did it on that one, bro. All this shit is lining up, y'all.
Who knows what part of the year? That's the issue.
It's not going to be later.
Which part of 2021?
It's not going to be early 2021. It's not going to be
all of it's lining up, man. I swear to y'all, I think, and my gut's telling me, my instincts telling me they knew this shit. They knew Halo wasn't going to be ready, y'all. I'm sorry. They had to show something to create excitement now because Microsoft has already been taking these L's, if you want to call them that. You know what I mean?
That's why it was an old bill too, Stormy. Right. That's why it was old bill.
You know what I'm saying? So they had to show. Now check this out. They knew, all right, Rona is real. We know that. But at the same time, every company is working through this Corona shit. So they can't, it's really, hey, do you push your shit back until spring and then risk that the competition might come out this fall? So it was like, it's a crazy ass
I think Halo's getting a 1 year delay, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's coming out holiday 2021. I agree with you, Neff. I think they need that much time. I don't know if they're having some people maybe slowly started going back to like the physical office. They have to because Neff, I don't know if you heard Rand video where he said, because I mentioned it earlier in the podcast, he said that he heard that when they had to go home for the Rona and all that stuff, production stopped. Absolutely stopped.
That's exactly what I heard.
Yeah, he said it completely stopped.
And that's why I said like 343 is just not a studio meant to work from home. They were not a studio like that.
It's too big.
Yeah, man. So
too many moving parts.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens, man. But yeah,
that's gonna be super interesting to see Black Friday.
Freddy Fox, September 2021. I would not be surprised if Halo does that. They go to September 2021.
I think they might as well. Just make sure the game.
Yeah, Halo typically launches in September, I think.
Yeah, just do it just like the latest shit the whole year, man. Make sure it's polished, make sure it's good, make sure the ray tracing is there, you know what I'm saying? Upgrade the graphics as much as you can. So yeah, you're right about that, man.
Man, if you drop the Xbox One support, I don't really care.
Yeah, I wouldn't care. Psychonauts 8 with the $2 plus November 15th, 2021 will be the 20th anniversary of Halo CE. Oh, interesting.
And that's a Sunday.
That's definitely a good point.
Yeah,
but
that'd be dope.
Do you think that they showed the earlier build, and obviously how some parts of it looked really bad just to blow everybody away with the final build?
I won't go that far. I think what happened was they only had one stable build, and they only had it on a debugging PC. That's why all the problems are so apparent. Like you see the pop-in because it's on a debugging PC. It's supposed to show that type of shit.
I got another tinfoil hat theory. I thought Devin was going to say it. Look, they've been hinting that Halo, they've been trying hard to get through it, and Phil's been saying for the last several months, "Hey, look, we'll delay Halo before we delay the X."
And that's what he said. Yeah,
I think the reason why they showed that is. I think the reason why they showed that is because they knew that they might have to delay it, and they said, if we show y'all how bad it is, opposed to us just delaying it, it's still going to be rough, but it might go down a little bit easier. That's what I think.
Yeah, and whatchamacallit, don't you think it was weird how they started the show just straight to Halo, and then Phil Spencer came on?
Exactly.
Yeah, Phil Spencer didn't introduce himself until after Halo.
Exactly, bro. And they said, look, let's show these motherfuckers why. Because imagine if they would have just delayed it. It really would have been bad.
It would have looked suspect. It would have looked suspect.
It would have been so suspect,
Yeah.
Hey, Marks, you're on to something right there, brother.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's what Devin was going to say as well. But real quick, I didn't get to say it on Z's show, but I was just wondering, how Phil Spencer's been, touting the Xbox One's not going to hold back the Series X or whatever. I'm not going to go into the graphics, but did you notice that during that show, almost everything is just Series X anyways? Even on Everwild, they dropped the Xbox One branding around it.
Yeah.
Oh, they dropped that on a lot of games.
Yeah, didn't you notice that? I think, what was it? Phil Spencer isn't the head of Xbox's first party anymore. Now it's Matt B. I don't think him and Matt B agree on that type of shit.
Yeah.
I've never once heard Matt B say, like, oh yeah, the Xbox One won't hold back the Series X. He's never once said that, I think. So I think it's him pushing, like, nah, make that next gen only.
I think you're right. It's pretty much every game.
Well, to be fair,
there's very few that's cross-gen now.
Run on a one.
What's up?
You say what?
I said I'm pretty sure Everwild should be able to run on a one.
No, I think because of their design choices, they're probably
that
making
shit look pretty good.
I mean, it might should be, but they automatically moved it straight to the X.
Yeah, I think because they might be doing design choices, like they're not even quite sure what the game is yet.
Yeah,
I still think the game's farther out. That's the reason why.
It probably is, but like that just shows you like cross-gen. Like maybe Microsoft isn't gonna be as cross-gen as we thought. Maybe Phil Spencer didn't even know what the heck was going on.
I think what happened was people assumed that since he said there's not going to be any exclusives for a year or two, that they assumed that everything's going to be cross-gen. My assumption was nothing's coming out for at least a year or two. That's what my thought process was. So,
yeah, I mean that's what mine was too. But Everwild was announced for the Xbox One.
I didn't think it was going to be that. Yeah, but I didn't think there was going to be that many cross-gen games to begin with, personally.
Man, all this shit is some dope theories, man. I can't. Now I'm sitting up here thinking, I'm like, okay, maybe they're gonna push this. The whole library of Xbox titles and shit is pretty much gonna come with this generation when it drops or whatever. So, are they gonna have this shit in line where we can go back and play these 360 titles, upgrade it to 120 frames per second and shit, or anything like that?
HDR,
I don't know.
Ray tracing.
Yeah, it just has me thinking now. It has me thinking because that will give them time. You can't sit up here and be mad, even if you played a lot of these games that are old like that. You can't be mad if you got access to hundreds or thousands of fucking titles, bro. That's never happened before.
Hey, just to take a page out of Z's playbook, like gaming's a selfish hobby. So, like, honestly, I would not care even a little bit if the Halo Infinite got pulled out from the Xbox One stuff. Like, I think that game should be next gen only, to be totally honest with you. And that's why it probably would end up being holiday 2021, so the install base builds up.
Yeah, you're right. Cause that's a whole year later. So, like,
just tear down that whole shit, get rid of everything Xbox One, just move on.
Yeah, like maybe more Game Pass subs. Hey, Sean, man, what the hell you doing up, man? Take your ass to sleep. Yeah, be more Game Pass subs.
You probably just woke up.
Yeah, you're right about it. Hey, Dud, I just woke, Dud.
Yeah, fuck you, Dud.
Dud, yeah, I reckon. Fuck you, Dirt. Yeah. R&B the third.
You black bitch.
R&B the third with the $2. With this delay, will Halo go full open world? I don't think they got that much time. They just need to polish up them graphics, add ray tracing.
To be honest, like it's basically how Metro Exodus is, or even Ghost of Tsushima. That's good enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. I'm still playing that Ghost, man. I'm really enjoying that game.
Yeah, I'm not far into the story. I just keep doing all the side stuff.
See, I'm just trying to run through the story, and hopefully I can do the side shit afterwards. Because I just want to say that I beat it, then I go back. But I'm actually enjoying it. Yeah, I'm actually enjoying it. All right, so we got anything else about that? That was a pretty good topic, pretty good discussion. And Moss, your theory, that might be true, bro. What you said about Phil, yeah. They said let's go show this shit.
Yeah,
I know people gonna see this pop in. Yeah, and let's delay this shit like 2 weeks, like maybe a month later.
I kick Phil's ribs in, but come on, there's no way that people remember how we kept asking ourselves, did anybody review this? Fuck yeah, they reviewed it.
Did anybody
and they were hoping.
Like, did anybody look at this before they showed it?
Exactly. They looked at that shit. They knew exactly how you would react. And they said it's better. It'll be a better rough landing to show them first, opposed to just delay Halo. And I think it was a smart move.
And then also the fucking developers were like embracing the Craig meme. Like they didn't get so
exactly.
It looked fucked up. Because they probably know
that's absolutely right
behind the scenes, and it's not gonna look like this when it come out. Okay.
Yeah,
absolutely.
See, that's the note I was getting on Tsunami. Yeah. About it's gonna look way better than this, and they're putting this out there, and we're gonna delay it, and like
it's the equivalent of making funny. It's the equivalent of making fun of yourself in your elementary photo yearbook. It's like, yeah, look at me back then. Yeah, I know I was fucked up.
Yeah, but I be killing them. I be getting all the girls now, boy. Yeah. Oh, this is a new person. Never seen this person before. Henry 978 with the $5. PlayStation fanboy saying, "What y'all going to play at launch? Old games? Then get hyped for a back compat for PS5." Yeah, man, that's how it is. Henry, that's how it is. That's how the hypocrisy is.
I'm sorry, but right now PlayStation really probably shouldn't really say anything, considering they're having a remake of Demon's Souls and GTA 5 is being optimized for the PlayStation 5 for launch. I mean, y'all kind of in the same boat there, y'all.
But they have.
But here's the other part. Here's the other part. But here's the other part. NBC used to say all the time, if you haven't seen it, it's new to you. There are plenty of people that never bought an Xbox or never played Xbox games that can enjoy these games in the definitive version at 120 frames with ray tracing. So if you've never had an Xbox and you want to play Gears, now's the time to go hop in. If you've never played Ori, now's the time to hop in. So like it's the fact that they're bringing these games along, even though they're old to Xbox guys, there are PlayStation guys and other people that have never played these games that say, that game look dope now. Yeah, the game look dope now. Or PC guys that can't get those same kind of graphical improvements because maybe they're running a fucking older series graphics card and they don't want to upgrade to fucking 2080 or 30 series because it costs too much. So there's benefits in carrying your library with you because the games are old, but they're getting enhanced. They're not just a simple back compact game.
Yeah. Hey, too, and they already admitted what they said, like Gears is getting the like an upgrade with ray tracing and the multiplayer 120. They're gonna try to make the multiplayer 120. They said Ori, of course, Forza Horizon 4. So they already like announced some games that's already gonna be enhanced.
Yeah. So. And then all the HDR coming into games that never had HDR in mind. Like this, they're doing stuff to make all these games run better, not just simply bringing them over.
Yeah. Got us another super chat. Henry 978 with the $5. Black Ops 1 and 2 with HDR and maybe higher frame rates. I don't know if that's. I don't know if they mentioned those games. They mentioned those games.
I haven't heard anything about
that. Well, they're saying like there's like some back end stuff that they can do automatically based on the game, color palette, and they can say, okay, this will use this kind of HDR palette, and they're going to automatically do some. I don't know how many games are going to be like plug and play like that, but supposedly they're going to be adding things to games, innately, whether it be frame rate or textures or HDR stuff like that the developer won't even have to touch.
Yeah, you can't sleep on that though, especially anybody that makes content, man. If you make gaming content and shit, man, and you can go out there now get you a capture card that can handle HDR and all that shit, man. These games are going to be amazing, man. I told you, hey, yo, when I played Forza, I'm not going to lie to you. Yes, 6 teraflops, Xbox One X, man. I was on 47 the other day, and I streamed that shit, and, bro, I was blown away by what the fuck I was seeing, man. I was like, hold on. You could just give me 120 frames per second in this game, maybe 144 if we ever lucky to get that, man. That should just be cool. I'm not even going to lie to you. So that's a thought, man.
Yeah, man, that's a thought. I mean, so like at the end of the day, we want. Of course, we wanted Halo. We wanted. So it is a disappointment, but at the same time, we won't be empty-handed. At the beginning of this generation, the new generation. So we will see, man. We will see. Man, the chat is hilarious, man. Spidey DLC override. So anyway, damn, y'all, it's almost 2 hours, man. Damn, what happened, bro?
Yeah,
it was lit.
Hey, man, look, that was the big story topic, man.
I gotta say,
overtime.
But like, think about the games I know I'm making excuses because Halo got delayed, but think about the games we had. Cyberpunk coming out, Assassin's Creed, which I'm hyped for both of those games. Avengers, that's gonna be a game I definitely want to play. Of course, I love 2K. Madden. I mean, there's gonna be some games for us to play, man. And hopefully, these new consoles.
They still haven't showed COD.
Why is nobody really talking about
silent?
You say what?
Yakuza being a timed exclusive for Series X.
Yeah, like for next gen. Yeah, it is. It is.
Fuck that.
The pony's talking about Yakuza. That shit stopped in XR19.
Yeah.
No, that's big that they got that Japanese support, but like, yeah.
What you mean?
See, I still have to play.
What?
I played the first one on Game Pass.
They shouldn't even move the needle for PlayStation. I'm just gonna be honest.
Hey y'all, before we go, let's talk about this Remedy shit right quick though. So if you guys haven't heard, Remedy, we all know Remedy Games, they have announced that Control Ultimate Edition will include a free upgrade for the Xbox Series X and the PS5 version. Hey, that's cool.
Yeah.
But what's not cool if you already had the damn game like I do, I don't get a free upgrade. So if you already have Control on the PS4 or the Xbox One, you do not get the free upgrade for the Xbox Series X and the PS5. You have to buy this Ultimate Edition. Come on.
Is not even gonna be like a $10 upgrade or anything?
I don't know, bro.
Man, that's some trash. They don't even offer you that.
That's crazy.
But guys, that's not the only game they've done that with on PlayStation 4. So you guys know that, so you guys know that what's that game? Dragon Quest 11, the elusive the Switch version that got ported to the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, and PC. People who own Dragon Quest 11 on PlayStation 4 and on PC, they cannot upgrade to that version of the game. They have to buy they have to buy the game over again.
Yep. Same thing with Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal.
They had to
buy the whole game over.
Yep.
Oh, so this is nothing new then, huh?
Not for PlayStation, nope.
Because
if you had Persona 5 and then you wanted Persona 5 Royal on the PlayStation 4, you had to purchase Persona 5 Royal. You couldn't get no DLC upgrade of your Persona 5.
And this is gonna be some dog shit if they do that to the Spider-Man update. They say, the only way you can get the Spider-Man update is when you buy it with Miles Morales.
You talking about?
What? Oh man.
So y'all gotta think about that. That's not the first time Sony's done that. I mean, PlayStation's done that.
Yeah, I think Remedy. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been rumored that Xbox is urging people like, you better do this. Like, we're not gonna let your game be released on our platform unless you give people free upgrades. And Remedy's like, fuck you. You're like,
right. But then you got to think about like the Madden game. They said the next Madden they're only going to give you until March of 2021.
Yeah, but they still got them to bend. They still got them to bend the knee temporarily. Where Remedy just said, "Fuck you." I think from the beginning. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that studio financially is in trouble.
That's what I was gonna say. That game didn't sell that well initially, so they're trying to like.
It didn't sell well at all.
They trying to re-pimp the bitch out. They're
exactly.
Like,
I think.
Whatchamacallit though?
Let me put some better. What?
Oh my bad. What was that? Crossfire X campaign, right? Is that on Game Pass, right?
No, that's not going to Game Pass.
Bro, they're now fucking with Microsoft like that. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's not going to get. I mean, they're developing for them, but they're like, no, Peppy, we need our cash.
Hey,
I think
they need to like sign with somebody. I mean, I don't know if Sony wants them or Xbox or somebody, but shit.
Well, according to Sony last year, it was a done deal.
Oh yeah.
All the ponies
on
Twitter.
That's the done deal. Yeah. So
I
think they're talented. They're kind of out there sometimes, but I think they're a talented studio.
I just don't get why they would reject the Game Pass, like the campaign going to Game Pass. Especially if they make money, like, because games on Game Pass do make a lot of money. Or
there's something about them in Microsoft, bro. There's something about them in Microsoft.
They get a fat payout to be on Game Pass in general.
But they might have made it so that they would have to have been exclusive to Xbox.
No, I don't know what is it, but Remedy isn't fucking with Microsoft.
Yeah,
the Outer Worlds is in Game Pass and shit like that. You know what I mean?
What something happened with them.
There's multiple games that are on Game Pass.
But not day and date, though. Like, they're thinking the Game Pass model, as it is, was never meant for day and date third-party stuff. Aaron Greenberg said that at, I think, E3 last year. Or not E3. He said that somewhere, Gamescom or some shit. It's not meant for, like, so meaning... If you bring the way that the payouts work, if you bring your AAA game there day and date, they're not going to pay for it the way that it's set up now. They're not going to pay for it the way that you expect it to get paid off of a la carte sales. That being said, I think Remedy is just like, fuck it. We want maximum dollar everywhere. They don't look. Yeah. They don't want the Epic 505 games. They don't want to Bobby J and Mama Joe's barbecue sauce shack. They don't want everywhere for money. And they're like, we're
we're gonna pimp this hoe out. Let's get all that we can.
Yeah, because at first someone said in the chat it might be 505 games, but no, you're right, Moss, because they've been everywhere. And even in Crossfire, that has nothing to do with 505 games, but they don't want the same Game Pass.
Yeah, so I think you're right, Moss. They they ain't looking too good over there, but we'll see what happens. One more quick topic before we get out of here. So there's a rumor that's saying some guy, I guess he's an insider maybe, but he had a couple of things to say, but the one I'm going to focus on, he said the PS5 will cost more than the Xbox Series X, while also struggling more with multi-platform games in performance. What's the guy name? I'm sorry. Fuck, my phone frozen. So yeah, that's what this guy said. What he said, Resident Evil 8. He said Resident Evil 8 was struggling, but he did come back and say, well, like he said, it was struggling in 1080p 60 for the PS5, but then he came back, then he said it was struggling. No, it's 4K 60, but it's upscaled or something like, or dynamic or something like that.
He's probably trying to cover himself. But here's the thing. I heard like the build he was talking about. It's fucking old.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was like fucking old or something. Like here's the thing. We shouldn't really look at this stuff until they put out in like unofficial trailers and shit. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Development's like a complicated thing.
Yeah, I think too.
I mean, we did see the PS5 show where it was stuttering and the frame rate was looking janky, but you know.
Yeah, so did Halo.
I don't know. I mean, I know where
we know about that.
I know where the energy from that is coming from, where people may think, okay, yeah, it's the power narrative, and the power narrative. I think for PlayStation, even though it was bullshit, it was just a perfect storm of bullshit. It was the Xbox showcase getting hammered and dogged on. You know what I'm saying, because of the DRM thing. It was the whole focus on Donnie D, and then it was damn, what else was I going to say? Oh, it was pricing, and then it was the 1080p 60 going to make you a better game. It was all that bullshit, a perfect storm of all that, and the media as well. The media was judging how well the consoles were before they played a fucking game on it. They were going off of specs, and the Xbox is this and the PlayStation. So it was a perfect storm of bullshit that helped propel the PlayStation 4 at launch. I don't know if we have the same perfect storm of bullshit in the favor of the power narrative this time around. I think it's going to come down to the games and whichever lineup of games the media thinks is the darling. So I would just be very careful looking at articles like that. I think we got to focus on where the media is sticking their nose and what type of rhetoric they're running with for the beginning of this generation.
Yeah. So, said dirty here RDS Chris and said Sony's the power difference was staggering for the Series S. Oh yeah. So the guy said, So I can never say his name, but Bang. Isildur Bane. I can't say it.
It's Isildur Bane.
It's Isildur. Is that a character or something?
Yes, from Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, I ain't really watched that. The Chris guy. So he said again that that he hearing the same that the power difference is staggering. So I mean, if that's the case, maybe Xbox should really try to boost that at the beginning of this gen. I mean, next gen, like Sony did at the beginning of this current gen. Saying the third-party games are going to just be better because we can't act like it wasn't just Pony saying that. Yoshida was out there tweeting that shit, and some other people. So, and the media definitely ran with it. So we'll see what happens. But
we still got months to go, man. We'll see.
Yeah, we still got months.
See what transpires.
Well, we only got like 2 months.
It's a couple months.
Yeah, we'll see what
middle of August.
We'll see what happens.
Yep, and if they drop it November 6th, you're looking at about roughly 2 months.
Yeah, we're about to get them.
Hey, are we not going to see price until September? Like what?
I think we're gonna get them this month. By the end of the month.
That's
Something
crazy, bro.
janky going on with them prices, man.
Yeah, by the
We
end
need
of the month,
back.
they trying to play that game. Microsoft is just trying to undercut. That's all. They just want
like Microsoft, like they only got one shot to come out with that like fire price. They're just waiting for Sony, and Sony's like, well, you can keep waiting.
right. You're trying to hear what I gotta say.
Yeah, they might have to go September because Sony goes late August or some shit.
Yeah.
Yo, Loki, this is what I thought. I sometimes think that they announce the show intending to show the price based on them thinking the other one show the price, and when the other one doesn't show the price, they say, "Nah, make it a state of play. Make it a state of play. We're not doing the price."
Yeah, doesn't it feel like both of them are holding back? Like, there's no way like this is like what they really got to show for their next generation. I feel like both are holding back. I feel like Sony wants Microsoft to announce their price, and then they're gonna come out with some fire. And then Microsoft's doing the exact opposite. Like, why do you think they didn't show what's that one game, the Initiative game? They held that shit back. Yeah. They held that shit back.
They didn't show half of their. They didn't show half of their studio games.
And I bet you that slot.
They showed back Hellblade too. They held that back too.
Yeah, I bet you that slot was where they was going to show Hellblade too, but it's
facts. That's what it was.
They just had them saying something. Yeah, you're right. I really believe that, man. I really believe that.
Yeah, so okay, are we in an agreement that possibly Xbox shows and PlayStation shows right now are all bullshit because they're announcing this thinking that by time it comes out they would have a price to make a kick-ass show, but then when the shit fails they're putting bullshit in?
I don't think they're bullshit.
Huh?
I don't think they're bullshit.
I think they're
not putting their best foot forward.
Well, Xbox canceled one show. Xbox canceled one show in June. That was supposed to be something. They haven't shown the Lockhart. That was supposed to happen already. They haven't shown the Coalition stuff that they were supposed to show already. They haven't shown the price, which was the
Initiative.
That's what I'm saying. Right now, they're not showing their best stuff because they're playing this game of chicken with the other company.
Yeah.
And it's both sides doing it. It's not just one side. Let's be honest. It's both sides doing it.
And everybody that's frustrated that said that we didn't need E3, if we had E3, we would know the price by now.
Yo, yeah. If COVID wouldn't have happened, I bet you Halo Infinite wouldn't have been delayed. I think they would have shown all of that shit at E3, bro.
I mean, hell, look at Nintendo. Nintendo been silent as hell, and the fans are mad.
Yeah.
And the thing is,
I heard about Nintendo fans.
Man, they fucking rabid.
Hey, let me ask y'all this: do y'all think these corporations got the inside scoop on the stimulus check and shit like that that's getting ready to drop too?
Maybe.
Considering Trump is telling TikTok to sell to Microsoft, would you be surprised?
I bet you when the motherfucking checks drop, I bet you prices will come out then.
Pre-orders open.
Project Storm
pre-orders open instantly.
Watch what I tell you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. It's about that time, man. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you this: I would rather watch childbirth than watch a Nintendo Direct on everything.
Oh, shit.
Don't worry, your Halo is fucking trash anyway. So
how dare you? No, but how dare you? You take that back right now, damn it.
And how dare you talk about my damn directs? I admit some of them are shitty. I admit it. But don't sit up here and talk about something you ain't gonna never fucking play anyway.
I'd rather watch an old episode of MASH instead of watching damn Nintendo Direct.
I mean, come on now. Let's be straight up honest. Let's keep it real.
And you owe me a damn apology. You owe me an apology for that.
Suck it up, buttercup, and deal with it.
Oh shit!
Okay, this ain't going too well for me. Let me end this show. This ain't going too well for me. Snow Bunny, baby, what you got going on, baby?
Nothing much. I'm working. I'm trying to work on like I said, I got a ton of shit to do in my house. I'm working on my roof. It's going to get put on in September.
Okay, that's good.
So my ceiling will stop leaking and I can hook my TV back up. And I got to get a new AC unit. So, hey. Shit happens.
Shit happens, yeah. Don't get a roof like my cousin with a 2-year warranty. I was like, brother, that's a roof? A 2-year warranty?
Oh no! I'm getting a whole new roof and a new skylight, and I'm having a 30-year shingles and like a 7-year warranty.
There you go. 30 years. That's right. That's right. Yeah.
And I would just like to say I would rather watch Nintendo Direct than watch the Stadia Direct.
Oh
shit! Shots fired.
Shit. Damn, you still got dial-up, motherfucker. So it doesn't matter. We'll
he still got dial-up.
You got AOL. He still trying to check singular wireless and shit.
That state of play was E3 2016 compared to that Stadia.
I gave it a 4. What did I give it? What did I give it, Storm? I gave it a 4.5. The media loved that motherfucker. So hey, I'll take it. I'll take the win. It was an ugly win. I'll take it.
For Stadia.
Something
going on right now where a lot of people are hyping. A lot of people who were talking against cloud gaming are all of a sudden hyping up cloud gaming. Something's going on that we don't know about behind the scenes, y'all.
Bomberman, they love that Bomberman org. I was like, okay, I'll take the win. It's an ugly win, but I'll take it. Shit.
Winky.
Hey, Mars, listen to yourself. You said they love Bomberman. Listen to yourself, damn it.
Hey, look, man, I'll take it. We'll take the win.
That wasn't even one of the best Bombermans on Nintendo.
They
Bomberman
hyping that shit
up. On the Switch. It was on the Switch. It wasn't that great.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call it early tonight, but good show.
All right, brother. All right. Next show's my end anyway, brother. So peace out, man. All right, Tsunami, what you got going on, bro?
Shit.
You said just to say shit. Okay, cool,
He waiting on the clubs to reopen. What are you talking about?
What you mean? I've been out.
Oh, your clubs are back open because they kept all that shit down here closed.
They do it differently. Like they finesse the shit. They have parties outside. So they would like go to like a lot and like a closed in lot, and then they'll have an outside party with DJs and everything right there and sell tickets to it. So they found a way around it. And then
y'all be fighting mosquitoes.
Listen, I'm from the city. We ain't got no fucking mosquitoes.
What you mean from the city? Man, mosquitoes in the city.
We got
man. We got
What's about the trees? We don't got. It's not enough trees. Maybe in the city over, but not Hartford.
Oh, okay.
But then they get around the bar situation by not having a bar, but they'll sell you a bottle. So you got to buy a bottle. You got to buy a personal bottle, and the bottles be like $30. I said, yo, these
damn.
Damn.
Like a mini VIP
sure
bottle.
They get their money.
Yeah,
right.
So they didn't find ways around it. But then the police came and was like, yeah, we got to shut the party down. Y'all not wearing masks. But the mask was a prerequisite to get into the party. So I'm upset.
Oh, shit. Hey, well, put your mask on, man.
No, we had masks.
Oh, okay.
See, I'm confused on. So you had mask on,
but they wasn't wearing. Hold on. But you said the police stopped y'all.
What?
No. The police shut down the party and they said, "Oh, people aren't wearing masks." The guys was like, "You couldn't even get in here unless you were wearing a mask." And the police was like, "Nope, put them on." And I guess the people wasn't putting them on after they got in. They took them off. So
they took them off the moment they got into the club.
Yeah.
Nah.
COVID
everywhere.
To the parking lot.
COVID everywhere.
Not even in the club, in the parking lot.
Man, I mean, like
he said, you got some nice eyes.
Hey, your eyes are lovely. Yeah.
and then they take off that mask and smile, and you're like, oh shit.
Like Barack.
Shit, is that a mustache?
Melina.
Oh,
they like
shit.
Melina.
He's the teeth like Melina. I'm like, damn, girl. Hey, Storm, bro, what you got going on, man?
Just doing some big things, man. I just won this prize for being a black content creator on Stadia, man. Y'all trash Stadia all the time, but shit is out there.
Listen. I'll do this real quick.
So they out there.
We
they
only
out
bash
there
Stadia because
love, and all
We
that.
only bash Stadia because of Mall Storm.
I know, but I say this right here. I'd rather play Orcs Must Die 3 at 4K 60 than to wait on Halo Infinite.
Oh, come on.
Oh, hell no.
Storm, don't do
Hell
that.
no.
Nice all
I just had to.
That's super cap.
You played nice all podcasts.
That's super cap.
I thought that's how we was closing the show.
Storm, man, I hurt, brother.
Hey, but did you see what I just put in the DM though? Dirt, the Scrampunks? I don't know if you covered that yet, but
no, I didn't. I'm sorry. Hey Devin, hey, what you got going on, bro?
Not much, man. I'm just watching Twitter, man.
Oh,
I'll
shit.
be putting videos out here.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Hey, so Nephthys sent something. We're trying to end the show, but let me.
Yeah, that's why I had to hop back on. I had to talk about that real quick.
Yeah, let me put it on the big screen, actually.
I was, but then I saw that. I was like, oh, hold up. I want to talk about this for a few minutes.
Let me put this on the big screen.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen.
Hey, I'm telling you, Matt B and Phil, I don't think they're agreeing.
Yeah, something's going on.
They're agreeing, bro.
Do you think if Phil gets booted out, Matt B will be taking over?
Matt B will probably be the next in line, but I don't think Phil's going anywhere. Yeah, I don't think Phil's going anywhere.
Y'all, we're trying to end the show, but we just saw this. Xbox updated Forza Motorsports. No longer shows smart delivery. So you know what this is starting to look like? A lot of stuff is just going to be on the Xbox Series X. Now, is this COVID related? Like they're behind because of COVID? Maybe.
The game looks like it just started production, to be real with you.
And it's the same thing I heard about Fable also.
So they're basically just cutting out the one.
Phil said the games that are supposed to come out next year are going to be even more hits. So this could be a situation where it pushes it past 2021 into 2022, where the cutoff point was already.
And let me tell you guys something. This just is not going to affect Xbox. It's going to affect all of gaming. Sony, Nintendo, EA, Activision.
It's already affected Nintendo. Nintendo put fucking warnings up talking about due to COVID, these are not set dates.
Yeah, right, Snowbuddy. So let's be honest about this. People are going to actually say, some haters are going to say it's just Xbox, but it's affecting everything, everybody, every company, even us, regular people.
The haters that was talking about, Xbox is gonna put a broken game in Game Pass and fix it up over time. Nah, they're not doing that shit. They put little games in Game Pass, let them build. The big ones, they can't risk it. They put too much money into these games for it to be a build on type of. Well,
community. Did they build on an updated Sea of Thieves, and that was supposed to be one of their big ones?
I've never
heard like a big AAA type of game. And whoever
in the house, oh my God, danger!
Also, I'm not saying that to be nasty or anything, but I'm just saying
that was also 2 years ago.
But when Microsoft sets that precedent,
I get it. No, I get it.
So everybody's going to automatically assume that Microsoft's going to do something like that.
But here's the thing, I get it. But if that game didn't come out when it did, Xbox would have had nothing. Period. So having a game that's fine physically but less content, they said, okay, we'll add content later. But I also think it partially had to do with it being a games as a service, because that's what they do in games as a service. Every couple months they add new content. So I don't know if that was the case.
Yeah. So, man. So it's affected everything, man. Like,
my job is crazy right now because of it. And nobody else in the world, everybody else in the world, nobody else. Like, you know how you see gamers being like, oh, well, COVID, this is fake, is that, and whatnot. And people are like that in the real world. Like, because I work in the dental field, we have to do so many different things now. And, like, we're not allowed to have people in our waiting rooms and things like that. People up here talking about, I don't know why I have to wear a mask and this, that, and the other. We're sitting here like, yo, the world has changed.
And it's just in America, too. People in America be tripping right now. Right. So, all right. Let's go get out of here, y'all.
Do you give a shit?
Yeah, right. We might do that shit now.
Hey, why don't we jump on one night and just do like a whole night of Do You Give a Shit? Just like one odd night during the week.
Yeah, because I have a bunch of topics.
Yeah. Man, we could just have a Scrampunks episode of just
Do You Give a Shit
themed.
Because, like I said, people like it, so we could just do that like as an offshoot.
Yeah. Do you give a shit? Hey. I'm talking that voice right there. All right, y'all, we're about to get out of here. Thank you to the people in the chat, even the ponies. I appreciate you.
Thanks for coming, everyone.
Fatal Charade said, check out Crumb Side Championship Wrestling.
Nethos is the new champion.
Nethos? Oh, man, let's whoop his ass. Hey, Shake, man, how dare you talk about doing it on Mondays at 6:30? You know damn well that's WBZ time. You know what?
I ain't getting in the middle of that piston contest.
Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. Thank you, everybody that showed up. We appreciate you. We're about to get out of here because it's past Tsunami bedtime.
Oh, yeah, right.
You know, he got to go to work in the morning.
Y'all.
Like like he worked for Avon, so he got to go to work in the morning.
Avon,
they didn't put that shit online. What are you talking about?
I'm sorry, Mary.
You showed your age.
Mary Kay, I'm sorry.
He said he's a Schwan man.
All right, y'all, we out here. Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
I pressed the fucking right stick. What the hell wrong with me?